myself. But I wanted to make a pizza so I could eat it on stream. Cause it seems so thematic. I couldn't do a stream about eating pumpkins and not have one. You know? So BGM is loud. Hold on. Is this better? Turn it down a little bit. So I'm gonna show you guys how I made it first. So basically I bought a pizza dough because I'm lazy as fuck. And then for the sauce, I fried, well more like steamed. I used a frying pan with some water. I cooked a small red bell pepper, and last night I baked a pumpkin. It was part of a Jardale pumpkin. So I'll show you what those ones are later, but they're like the flattish pumpkins that are really like melty and very like almost melony in texture instead of like the stringy pumpkins that a lot of people are used to. What's up, Emily? And I put a bunch of the chunks of pumpkin that have been in the fridge and the cooked red bell pepper and I also steamed some mushrooms and one whole mushroom in a food processor, and then I added 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, tiny bit of maple syrup. What else did I do? I think like 3 drops of stevia or something, just because I don't really like that sugar. Tiny bit of median, because it does work better if you make like a sweet salty pizza if you're using pumpkin. And then I put in a whole teaspoon of garlic, so I'm fucking excited because I'm not supposed to eat it anymore. I'm gonna need so many meds after this. And I put a little bit of water just to make sure it had the right consistency, just until it looked kind of right. I put a bit of black pepper, a bit of powdered rosemary. It's my first time adding rosemary. I don't know if it's gonna be good or not. I've never added rosemary before. And I think that's it for the sauce. And I blended it all up until the consistency looked kind of like pizza sauce, maybe. Also, I think I missed some supers. No, Natsukazaki, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Thank you. And thank you for enabling as well and Mixer to thank the Natsukazaki Airy and Weave and T-Bone and Started Bird and XX. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I did for the sauce. And then of course, you know, I rolled it all out and put it on it. Well, by rolled it out, I mean you can tell by the shape. I just punched it enough times with my hands until the dough was kind of flat. I'm pretty sure that's not what you're supposed to do. Like there's a lot of fancy things you're supposed to do. I just punched it. And then I put on all my toppings, which in my case, I don't use cheese. So I basically coated the entire bottom with pepperoni until you couldn't see the sauce anymore, just so much pepperoni. And then I put bacon all along the entire top edge because it shrinks a lot, so I'm like, I might as well. But I didn't go insane and put bacon over the whole top because I don't hate myself. There's no fungus. I guess mushroom is a fungus. So I keep thinking when people say fungus, they mean like the kind that's in like Chinese cuisine, but no. It's just white mushrooms. I put a lot of bacon all over the top. You say it in Brazil. Yeah, I like meat on pizza, so there's a lot of bacon, which I'm also not supposed to have, or pepperoni, so it's gonna be delicious. And then I put mushrooms all over it too, because I like mushrooms. I slice them right thin, and they're pre-steamed to make sure that they're soft enough. Oh, Mohammed! And then instead of cheese, I like to put on lots of fried onions because they kind of look similar, even though they don't taste. Yeah, I have the Pepto Hunting. Don't worry. I'm gonna wash my hands after I eat it, and I'm gonna go grab some. Just and I put fried onions because I don't like cheese, and they look kind of similar. So thank you for dropping a like. And then I baked it. I don't know how long. I just kind of bake it and keep checking on it until I'm like, that looks done. And then it looks like this when it's done. See, it's totally legit. It looks like a fucking pizza. No one ever believes me, but as soon as it's done, it sounds cursed when you talk about it. But as soon as it all comes together, it does do a number on my stomach. I don't eat it very often anymore as a treat. Master pizza, exactly, it's a master pizza. Superior than your everyday pizza. It actually turns out really good. Salad Dark Quill, this is indeed a spooky stream. That's good, I swear, it's good. I swear. Pizza on hard mode, it is kind of, it's a lot of work, but it's really good. Also, I love Tiki and Spider-Man. So yeah. And then I cut it up when it cooled down a bit. It broke my pizza cutter. The challenge was too much. The pizza, maybe it's a sign, shut up, it's not a sign. I just need a new pizza cutter. I need a more powerful pizza cutter, that's all. Hey, much for thinking about the super. Thank you, good job on the pizza. Treat yourself to a new pizza cutter. Yeah, this one was from like the dollar store. Maybe that was my mistake. An epic failure. Pizza cutter, yeah. Hello, Yana Bear. And Nara Senpai.
Oh yeah, but
it's a really
you get
good
that
pizza,
money.
though. It's just the pizza cutter, you know. It does look tasty. Thank you, R24. You understand. You understand. The crust was extra strength. I think that's what it was. I think I might have baked it a little too long. And then the crust was just too powerful. The pizza cutter died for this indeed. Worth. You know what? Actually, I think I can duct tape it. You just put the black part back on, slide the metal part in, you duct tape it. I don't think I need to buy a new one. I think I can duct tape this. I don't need a new pizza cutter. I'm gonna duct tape it. Less waste that way, right? Anyway, I also have a hand cam. Here's some slices! They're a little blurry because I don't know why my camera always goes kind of blurry. But here's the slices I chose to eat. So we're gonna chat a bit and eat it, and then we'll look at some other ways to cook pumpkin. I'll tell you guys why I was late too. It's a really funny story. How'd you say, Sunny? Oh, the piece of bacon's falling off. I want to eat it. Also, I forgot. I was gonna paint my nails before stream. They're really long right now. They're really long. But I forgot to paint them. You can tell more from the back, I guess, that they're long. I'm really bad at remembering to cut them, so they just end up being like monster length until I break one. I was gonna paint them black and sparkly for the stream, but I forgot. I'm not gonna eat it with gloves, so you guys just get to admire my nails. I had a number of people recently try to convince me. Bald nails is true. Naked nails, oh, thank you for your amazing dark channels. I've actually had a number of people. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I always didn't like my hands. I thought my fingies were too long and creepy. I thought they'd freak people out. But I've actually had a number of people recently try to tell me I should I should look into hand modeling. And now I'm kind of curious if there's like workshops or classes for that. Now I'm kind of curious if it can teach me not to hate my hands. Maybe it'd be worth a try. Just for the confidence boost, if nothing else. Try to learn to like my hands. It is pumpkin pizza! If you can't tell, that means it looks very legit and you can tell. You can tell that it's a real pizza. That's a lot of fun. At least not Vtuber. I was really tempted when I released my Playasia socks with my face on them. I was really tempted to do a feet stream. Where I just show my feet in the socks to try to get you guys to buy the socks. Strong and steel. Hand modeling is a thing. Did you guys know a lot of advertisements when it shows somebody? Wait, I wonder if I can find a video. A lot of advertisements when you see someone like holding an object or something, it's not really their hand. It's like someone else. It's someone else. The hands are someone else. They just use their face. I want to see if I can find a behind the scenes video. I looked into it a bit after people suggested it. I was curious. And it's really fucking weird. I'm trying to see if I can find a video that shows kind of like, I don't know if I can find something that shows it. But a lot of celebrities, they'll hire them for their face and then they'll have someone else to be the hands. Like, literally, they'll be like hiding in a green suit or something. And then they'll be like creeping up and having their hands do the hand part. I don't know how to explain this. I wonder if I can Google it. Find hand model, different hands, person. hand model, different person, hands. So like find a double that has better hands. I know I've seen this before, but I can't find anything right now. Why can't I find anything? Let me look at images. Hand model behind the scenes. I've seen some cursed images. Cursed. Absolutely cursed. Alright, Kelly. You love the socks, they fit so well. Why do you like them, Emily? I really like them too. They're really comfy. Oh, I found an image. I found an image. Okay, I found an image. I found an image. Okay, I found an image. I can show you guys. Okay. Okay, hold on. I gotta prove that this is real. I have to, because you guys will never believe me if I don't prove this. I found it on like Daily Mail or some shit. Hold on. Okay, let me set up a capture. Hold on. You guys need to see this. I don't think you'll ever believe me. Okay, hold on. This is like some person who is a hand model and does double for hands. And you'll see what I mean. Okay, and then I'll eat. My pizza is so fucking cool. So, the supermodel you've never heard of. Woman known as the Kate Moss of hand modeling can earn, I think it's pounds, 5,000 pounds a day thanks to her 2 million insured palms. She's been a hand model for 20 years and came in thousands. It's like, it makes a lot of fucking money. I don't know if I could do it. I'd have to get into like classes and stuff to see if my hands were even like good enough. You need skill, like it's not easy. If you get one single cut, okay, maybe I can't do it. I'm too clumsy. I always cut myself. I'm always bleeding. Halloween color. Let me show you. This has a good behind the scenes image. I saw that person. Even the wrong business too. Instead of being a VTuber, I should be a fucking hand model. I could do both maybe. Okay, look. So basically, this is kind of an image that has her in it too, right? But sometimes you work as a hand double for someone's face. So she's like down there holding her hands up to someone else's face because they didn't want her face. They didn't want her face. That's fine because I don't want to show my face anyway. They have her face and then it's her hands, but you would never know by looking at it. How that's pretty through. So I could maybe look into getting some extra cash if I can learn how to do that. I'm assuming it'd be really hard though. You probably have to hold some really fucking weird poses and stuff to get this to work. Yeah, it's basically people who like are models, but they only model their hands. And I've been thinking about it recently. Where I travel so much, I wonder if one of the places I travel has an agency in classes. That could be really cool. Imagine VTuber does a stream talking about the secrets of the hand modeling business, but I can tell you my own experience. I agree, why is it a thing? Just use the fucking model's hands. She looked like she had nice hands. Like, what the fuck? This is legitimately so stupid. I say that as I'm thinking of, whoa, I could get some money from this, but I think it's so fucking stupid and pointless. You don't need perfect hands. Just like, use someone's hands. I'm so good on, man. My pizza is cold. Fuck. Okay, try it. Okay. Oh my god. I agree. It sounds like a waste of hiring. Oh my god. Oh my god. Adding rosemary might be the best decision I've made in my entire life. What the fuck? Oh my god, this is so good. Oh my god, this is so good. I mean, I knew it would be good. It's a whole other level of good. It's kind of like, I a medium taste. I wouldn't say it's super strong or super mild. It's sweeter than regular pizza because I made it that way. A sweeter flavor set works better with the pumpkin, but you can still make it really savory if you wanted. Probably be better if you use cheese though, which I'm not gonna do. The pink stuff is bacon. It was just like really thick cut bacon. Hold on. I got 2 plates here. Just in case I make a mess. I'm already making a mess. So I needed to get the second one and hold it like a bib. No, there's no cheese. It's fried onion. The black pepper goes really good with the rosemary. You can't eat cheese. I can. I just choose not to. That stuff's fucking nasty. Kayla, thank you for 27 months. Is that a pizza with pumpkin on it? Yes! We'll talk about other ways to cook pumpkin after, but this is one of my favorites. Ever since I discovered it, I really like it. Don't mind me just picking off a big fat slab of bacon. Look how fat it is. Love me some fried thick pig. Also, love Casmus Red and Requiem. I'm running unboxing. It's Halloween, welcome! How come you didn't like it before you discovered it? Because I didn't discover it! That's the only reason. I didn't discover it yet. How would I know? I'll show you what kind of pumpkin I use too. And I want to go through lists of like pumpkin recipe ideas and maybe pick out some stuff that I can cook this year. We can come up with some of our own ideas, maybe even. I want to make lots of pumpkin recipes. Hello, Lane. Don't mind me molding over my pizza. It's just really good. Hello, Emily. I added rosemary this time, Lane. It makes it so much better. Even though it's already good. It does look really good. I told Chad how to make it earlier on in the stream. It's so good. I thought if I'm doing a cooking with pumpkin stream, it's kind of a crime if I don't eat one of my pizzas first, right? I really want to someday, if I have more space, do a cooking stream so I can actually make it and like show you guys, walk you through. Pumpkin spice tea or coffee without caffeine. I do that actually. Huh. I don't buy pumpkin spice when I want it. I make it homemade because I like to put actual pumpkin puree in my pumpkin spice instead of just spices. It's really good. It makes it extra rich too. Is that Darkwood Circus Miku? Yeah! I made it for last year's Halloween karaoke, and now it's just my go-to when I have to use certain software and I want Halloween outfits still. Hello, Karsika on the round, man. Are we meaning to make your own pumpkin spice for drinks? I'm trying to remember what I did. There's something I did a while back that I think would be really good. I kind of candied pumpkin. Like I cooked it for many hours, cubed very small until it kind of melted into like a syrup thing with pumpkin and sugar and cinnamon and stuff. And I froze that in ice cubes and I melted them in anytime I wanted a drink, and it lasted like all year because it was frozen. Really good. The one benefit, if you have like health reasons or whatever where you can't eat certain things, you get really innovative. So I enjoy being innovative. Katana, thank you for subscribing. Also, Jacket, this is pumpkin pizza. It's pumpkin, but pizza instead of tomato. Caramel pumpkin, kinda. It's like caramelized pumpkin, kinda. Like caramelized onion, but pumpkin. I do have some tea right now. I don't have a pumpkin beverage with me, but I do want to talk about some recipes for some. I got pumpkin cocktails as well, because I saw someone in chat talking about those. So I got a recipe for one. I'm not gonna look at actual recipes for a lot of them. I kind of just want to like brainstorm ideas more than look at actual recipes. But I do have lists we can look at. Hi, Korean Stormblade. Oh, no, wait for that is pizza. Oh. How much pumpkin did you buy? I don't know how much it weighs. It's fucking massive. Like, think like 2 feet. I don't know. It's heavier than the pumpkins that you carve because it's a pumpkin that's like, it's a legacy. I don't know what it's called, legacy. I don't know. Legacy or something pumpkin, where it's like it's flat, so they make better puree and stuff. I don't know what it's called. Hello, Jay Smile, but it's huge and it's extra heavy. I'll show you why in a video too. There's an extra flesh in those ones. So if you're looking for something to cook for Halloween or for Thanksgiving coming up, I want to give you guys lots of ideas. I really want to inspire more people to eat pumpkins. Hello, Ron Kaido. Not just because I really like them, but because they're really cheap when you put them into perspective. They're kind of expensive, but the amount of food you get out of a pumpkin is fucking insane. So if I can inspire more people to eat healthy and save money while doing it, that's what I want to do. Yeah, it's really healthy, right? So yeah. Not that this way of consuming it is particularly healthy, but you can freeze so much too. Exactly. Whatever you don't eat, you can freeze. And it's good for dogs. Yeah, my dog loves it. It's like a squash, but bigger and better. It's really good in soup. I love it in soup, especially like Thai soups. The only thing is for freezing it, you want to cook it part way before you freeze it. If you don't at least blanch it, it's nasty. I froze a whole pumpkin raw once, just chopped up, and that was not usable ever again. That was disgusting. I am going to demonstrate other ways. I just got to finish eating first. The pizza's really messy, right? So I want to wash my hands after this, and then come back, and then we can talk about recipes. Exactly. It is really creamy and nice. Especially if you use one of the flat pumpkins, because they puree so nicely. Hello, Jabranyang. If you use one of the other ones, it can be a bit chunky, but the flat ones are like never chunky. Like you can bite into it and it actually feels like it melts in your mouth like butter. They're incredible. How's your thing? I am not wearing lingerie on my head. Okay, I can see how you might make that misconception. Imagine my dog pulling a small wagon. Both of you would assume she'd ever exert that much effort. She doesn't even walk half the time. She sits on the ground when I take her for walks. She's like, okay, carry time. Little brat. You're not even thinking for 5 months. What a yummy stream. I want to try to inspire you guys to make lots of yummies. Sorry, it's taking a while to eat first. I really don't want to touch my computer with pizza hands. But I really wanted to show you guys my pizza. Doggo smart for real. Doggo lazy for real. Stefan, thank you for following. That bite particularly, I could taste the pumpkin. Nice, nice, nice. The other thing about canned pumpkin versus actual pumpkin. So this is why I want to inspire you guys to eat actual pumpkins, not canned. Did you guys know canned pumpkin is almost never a pumpkin? It's a lie. It's one of the biggest lies. Canned canned pumpkin is very often squash. Mm-hmm. I don't know what kind of squash food. Tempura pumpkin's great. It's my favorite type of tempura. Pumpkin tempura is amazing. Especially if it's kabocha pumpkin. So good. There's real pumpkin thinking so. I want to try to look it up with my other hand. What kind of squash is canned pumpkin? Hold on. Oh. I feel like canned peaches are actual peaches though. Unless they're like nectarines or something. Canned pumpkin, not pumpkin. Fresh from the air fryer? Yeah! Pumpkin cooks really nicely in the air fryer. Okay, I got it. Canned pumpkin is almost always Dickinson squash. What does that look like? I wonder. Oh my god. It literally, I'm gonna give you guys an image. It literally looks like... I mean, Dickinson squash is a type of pumpkin, so it's still kind of pumpkin. It's just not what people think it is. But this literally looks like an imposter pumpkin. Like if you told aliens what pumpkins are, and they try to copy it, this looks like what they'd end up making. Okay, do you guys agree? Yes or no? Alien interpretation of pumpkin. Yes or no? And it just literally looks like alien tries to draw a pumpkin. Why are they legally allowed to call it pumpkin? I mean, it's probably related to pumpkin. It's still like a type of pumpkin, but it's not the pumpkins that we think of when we think pumpkin. Hi, Soria. But this is what's in your canned pumpkins. Oh god, it does look like an... I just had the worst burp and somehow managed to silence it. It looks like an AI generated pumpkin, holy shit. That's awesome. I wonder if there's kinds of pumpkins. I didn't realize I can type with one hand while I eat. Oh yeah, butternut squash is technically a pumpkin, I think. We can talk about types of pumpkins later, maybe. Might be easier. I really want to finish this so I can go wash my hands. I want to try something really cool afterwards. I don't know if it'll work or not, but I want to try something on stream that may or may not break the entire stream after this before we go into stuff. But I gotta eat first. Because I need all my desk space, so I'll have to move the plate. Hello, Tony Garcia. Your mom's birthday's on Halloween. So it's October, you and your brother start preparing ourselves for all the sugar we're gonna have. Because you also have birthday cake and stuff. Ooh, pumpkin cake would be good. I feel like I've made that a lot though, kind of. Just add icing. Because I've made pumpkin, like banana bread, but with pumpkin instead. Lots of times. You do have to be careful cooking with pumpkin though, because sometimes stuff can go bad a little quicker. Like I used to make pumpkin. Oh god, I used to make pumpkin cookies, right? They were really good, but after a few days, they'd start to smell fucking rancid. So you kind of have to either keep them in the fridge or eat them really quickly. If they're even a little bit still moist, pumpkin cookies will literally go rancid. It smells like compost. You don't want to experience that. Hello, Sir, where you, Robbie? I feel like most pumpkin spice cookies don't have any pumpkin. They just have the spice. Pumpkin cookies are really good, actually. I like them better than pie. I'm also just not the biggest pie person, though. Okay. We're on to slice 2. Oh wait, I still need a danger plate in case I make a mess. Hold on. Why can't I pick this up? There we go. You can't see it anymore, but I still gotta eat it. I've made pumpkin spice ice cream before. Homemade. It's actually really good. Especially if you put some coffee in it. Because then it's like pumpkin spice latte flavor. I realized I never gave you guys a close-up of the pizza. You want to see a close-up? It's probably gonna go blurry though. Wow! You can kind of see it. Zucchini bread is quite good. Zucchini brownies are really good too. If you know someone who doesn't like to eat healthy, sneaking zucchini into brownies, you can't really tell. Good way to do it. Glory is 280p. I think it's because the focus is just really weird and I don't know how to fix it. When it's all about apple cider, both is good. Both is good. I could... A piece of bacon was like trying to knock my entire topping off. I like apple cider too. Trying to grab the pizza out of the screen. I think you should make your own. It's good, I swear. Even if still no one ever believes me. Hello, Strider and Lermicalium. I don't like Parmesan, but eggplant's another really good thing that you can make a lot of stuff with. I don't eat a lot of carbs. Like, this is gonna kill me after. Bread hurts my stomach. I'm not gluten intolerant or anything, just carbs in general. They feel really heavy and hurt my stomach. But I've made garlic toast out of zucchini and eggplants before. Just when I was really craving garlic bread, but I didn't want bread to hurt my stomach. I just roast some with garlic on it. Kind of like garlic bread style, just flat, cut in half. It's really good. Is it a real plate? That depends on your definition. It's made of paper. I try to use paper dishes on stream, even though I don't usually. Just because they're not reflective. So, Your dad had some apple cider gummies they didn't like, so you just like pops a gummy in your mouth with no reaction. Nice. Oh, the mushrooms even cooked really good this time. Sometimes I burn the mushrooms. They're actually pretty good. I'm trying to figure out, hold on. I'm trying to figure out how to describe, like, I don't think you can see that there's rosemary in it. Because it's powdered rosemary. So it kind of dissolves right into the sauce, right? The rosemary kind of just brings out the flavor of everything else. It doesn't necessarily taste like rosemary. It just makes everything else taste more present. Kind of in a way similar to salt. Sometimes when I use rosemary, I find I can taste it. But this time, it really is just combining all the other flavors in this really well and making them all complement each other. I'm gonna put it in from now on. Very worth. I gotta learn some other stuff that I can make though. So I was holding the entire pizza in my tooth while I moved my hand. Just bite the crust and hold it up like a dog. I want to go through the recipes too to try to find ideas I can make that might not hurt my stomach so much. Because pumpkin seems to go down okay. Pumpkin is a little acidic as well, but it doesn't seem to be bad enough that it bothers me. So, Ashburn King, Venom fan. Oh no. Maybe I'm danger. You can see my teeth mark. a bit crust. That's how dangerous I am. These chompers. These chompers can fuck you up. I'll cook you into my pizza next time. I wonder if you can make pumpkin cider. Probably. Sorry for having like the worst streamer manners ever. I feel so bad, like cooking in between or talking in between bites and occasionally talking with my mouth full. I'm more embarrassed about having silence. I'm settled for being disgusting. I'm a Vtuber. I'm disgusting by default, right? That's fine. No VTuber is a sane, functional member of society. Never. Weebs may contribute to society, but VTubers? No. Growing invasive plants outdoors is probably not a bad idea. If it's indoors, I don't think it's a problem. Like a plant pot. I mean, otherwise you'll end up with dandelions 2.0. You guys know the reason that we have dandelions like in so many places, just all over the place, is because they were invasive and then they took over, right? I mean, technically VTubers are allowed time to eat. I could say, hey chat, I'm not gonna talk till I finish my pizza, but that'll be really boring and disappointing for everyone. I just have to try not to choke. Recently got a Happy Meal from McDonald's. The only reason why you wanted to get one was just those cute Halloween buckets. Understandable, they're cute. Sean, thank you for following. I have a question. I heard about this recently. Someone said it was like in the 90s or something. I need to know if this was real. I need to know. I need someone to confirm if this is real. Did McDonald's used to have pizza? I'm gonna look it up. Someone recently told me, they're like, oh yeah, I used to get McDonald's pizza, and I was like, the fuck? Hello, good movie too. Wait, yes, this is real? What? Ew, it looks so bad. I just found it. What the fuck? What the fuck? Ew. I'm assuming it probably would have been a local thing to like some places. I'm showing it, don't worry. This looks nasty. This actually looks like what? Pizza's cheap. Get a pizza anywhere else, please. I'm begging you. Hello, Cyborg Stan. They had spaghetti once. They still have spaghetti in the Philippines. They still have it in Florida? You know, 7 hours to the last location that still has it. You went 7 hours for this? Why? Why would you do that to yourself? I'm gonna show you guys what you can get at McDonald's in the Philippines. You guys won't believe me unless I show you. I searched McDonald's Philippines and all I'm getting is ads for fucking Jollibee. I'm like, yes, Jollibee is legit, but that is not what I want right now. Hold on. I found one image, it's just blurry. Hello, my PC and caramels ago. Here we go. I've had Jollibee once, so now I can confidently say I quite enjoyed it. The fries were mid, but the chicken burger was good. This is some of the stuff you can get at McDonald's in the Philippines. You can get mixed spaghetti. That's true. That was a lot of pizza in the McDonald's image. Kind of be looking like the Chocobo Raid at KFC. Oh yeah, we will. Anyway, I want to do a poll. To prove once and for all that I'm a good chef. Okay, chat. Would you eat this shit McDonald's pizza? Oh, you can't see it. Would you eat this shit McDonald's pizza? Or my pizza? I'm gonna make a poll. Which eat McDicks or Pam pizza? I need to know. I need to know which one that you guys would prefer. Also, hello cats. You love McDonald's pizza. It looks so bad though. It looks so bad. See, look, 78% would rather my pizza. You guys don't even acknowledge my pizza as real pizza. You would still eat this before you would eat the McDonald's pizza. See, mine looks appetizing. It's even so powerful that it broke my pizza cutter. Man, this is the good shit. Versus this. Where's the both options? Then I guess you just don't vote. Nothing beats homemade pizza. That's true. There's something like satisfying about all the effort that goes into it. And then getting to eat it. Also, I'm gonna hold this to you guys forever. 76% said they'd rather eat my pizza than McDonald's. Take that, everyone who says my pizza's not real. Fuck you. Hello, Cold Cheat. It's not an eye patch. My eye's ripped out. Can you tell when I blink? It's a hole in my skull. I'm so cute even when my body's falling apart. Can't afford the dentist degree of teeth break from Pam pizza. My teeth are fine. Have you heard my teeth break? Although I did say I had pretty powerful chompers. Maybe my chompers were just powerful. I really genuinely want you guys, well, I mean, you probably never will, but just try. If something possesses you too and you have some pumpkin, try making mine. You might be surprised. Yeah, it was a landslide at 75%. How Step Cup City? Digitally edited in pizza. Now this is digitally added into you! This has the motion blur and everything. I was gonna give, wait, do I have enough room? Yeah, I don't have enough room. Like, I'm giving it a finger, you just can't tell. I tried. Hello, XW! They don't anymore, yeah, no. That was, apparently it was an older thing. And it was fucking nasty. That's why it was an older thing. They don't have it anymore because everyone realized it was fucking abysmal. Like monstrosity that never should have existed in the first place. The fuck? Hold on. I think I'm not gonna answer that. I've been having a really bad issue with scam callers lately. This is my 6th call today from a number I don't recognize. The 2nd from this number. I don't know who the fuck it is. They're not leaving any messages. Can you kindly... Oh wait, there's a message this time. They've called me 4 times today. That's kind of concerning, actually. Maybe I should look this up. Hold on. Hold on. I'll look at the message in a tiny bit if I need to. I looked it up and it said scam! It says scam! Stop it, bro! Bruh! Stop it! I'm not answering the first time! I'm not answering the 5th time! I'm tempted to call them on stream but my fear is that they'll say my name or something. Just so I can put them on speakerphone and trash them and make them leave me the fuck alone! God damn it. You should auto-block all numbers not in your contacts. I would love to, but unfortunately I'm in a position where sometimes I do get calls from different numbers that are important. So I don't have that option. I can block individual numbers. I'll listen to voicemail later, but I'm pretty sure it's a scam. I'll probably block this number later. What do they think? I'm gonna answer just because they don't stop calling? Like, fuck. Hold on, let me look it up real quick. I'm gonna look it up one more time. I wanna try to get context to what is this scam. In case it's really funny. Okay. It won't let me look at anything right now. Because I'm using a VPN, all the like, is it a scam websites are like busted. I can't access them. I can look it up on my phone though. Huh, Sammy? Yeah, I heard about Crunchyroll selling personal data. It's pretty fucked. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me see. What is this even? Apparently it's been reported by over 500 people. It has a security score of 3%. Which means like 97% of people said it was a scam. Apparently they want you to sign up for like identity fraud protection. Sounds like they're trying to commit identity fraud! One of my family members was a victim before of identity theft, so I'm not falling for that bullshit. A number of things say that it actually is my bank though, and I am having issues with my bank card. So what I'm probably gonna do is call the bank directly because they have a 24/7 call center after stream. Just a double check. But I'm calling them not at this number. I'm calling the number on my credit card. It's not a bad issue. I just got locked out of my account. It keeps locking me out. I don't know why. The card's paid off, so it's not that it's overdue or anything. Yeah, they did sell the info quite a while ago. The recent part was the class action lawsuit, which brought it to attention. Hop into squares? Or go in person? Fuck. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving the comfort of my warehouse. No way. Normally I might, but this bank is really far. I'd have to go like an hour to get it, so. Hello, Joey. What's your demotion today? You have to eat the McDonald's pizza. You have to eat all of it. This shit's fucking nasty. 76% of chat voted to eat my pizza instead of that one. This is mine. You don't get any. Shout out to when you could order stuff over the phone and pay by dialing in your credit card number. You probably still can. I've just never tried. Hello, Dog and Demo. Noticed an unusual amount of pumpkin purchases recently. Okay. If we're gonna be real, if we're gonna be real, I spent over $50 on pumpkins this month. I'm not ashamed. I plan on eating as many of them as I can that don't go bad after Halloween. And maybe carving one or two. How many do I have? I think I have 10 little ones, 2 medium ones, a ginormous carving one, and 2 ginormous eating ones. You're wondering why they locked me out? No, I haven't made any purchases on that one in a long time. They lock me out every single month, like clockwork. On the first day of the month, I get locked out. I think there's a problem with the system. Homie! I will not do a backflip. I might puke up my pizza. Oh. Okay. You guys are not ready for what I want to test after I finish eating this. You're not ready. Any guesses? Any guesses of what kind of things I might want to test while we look at recipes? The only hint I'll give is I have to switch over all my software. OBS is the only thing that'll still be running. It's not food. it's a stream thing that I want to test. Pumpkin smoothie. Oh, I had that for breakfast actually. Pumpkin top with cheese. Why would you do that to a perfectly good pumpkin? 3D. I wonder. Perhaps? Perhaps? It's a model you've seen before. But I made a new costume for it. Well, I bought a new costume for it on Booth. And I wanted to test some software with it. And then I can have hand tracking. Wouldn't it be more fun to talk about recipes if I could move my hands around and stuff? I mean, I can move my hands around like this, but it's not as exciting. Oh yeah, motion blur fingies. Instead, you'll have my whole body moving my arms. I have a really cool software I want to learn how to use properly. I want to practice a bit on stream with it. Now I can flip you off in 3D. Let's give it a try once I pull it up. It's with Lynn's Vroid model. I altered some of the textures a bit so that the hair is a little closer in color and the eyes are my eyes. And then I bought some Halloween clothes on Booth. Robbie and Pie. And I wanna give it a test. God, this pizza's so good. I'm gonna be sad when it's gone. When it's gone, I'm gonna run to wash my hands and take some Pepto just in case. And then I'll be back with my microphone while I set up the software, so we can still chat while I set it up. It's all fake. This is pre-recorded. How can I read your message then, huh? Unless you're in on it. Maybe you're in on it. What do you guys think? Is this pre-recorded? I'm digging through my drawer, trying to find something good. Very impressive. Yes, wow. I didn't even know I was capable. Wow. I don't have any. You're lucky. I was looking. Oh wait, I do have one, perhaps. Benefit of paper plates. That's a message to everyone who thinks it's pre-recorded. The message is upside down because I wrote it from my POV. But I think you can still understand. The store near you had Christmas merch today. To them, I say. Yep. We're not allowed to have Christmas merch this early. No. You anticipated someone asking that? Yeah, at the exact perfect time too. Wow. And I even, you know what, chat, behind my head. Despite the fact that it's pre-recorded, your new messages are appearing behind my head. This is peak AI technology to fake a live stream. I mean, they can fake anything these days, so perhaps. Alright. The power of AI is truly impressive. Everything's pre-recorded months in advance. You can just answer us in real time because we have primitive, very predictable minds. Sounds like a skill issue. Maybe you should get a better brain. Try to outsmart me. The chat box wouldn't be the green screen because I'm in front of it. The green screen would be me. Which it technically is. It technically is. Okay. I'm gonna go wash my hands. Don't mind the mess that I made. There, this is my mess. That's why I needed a plate under my jaw like a bib while eating my pizza, because sometimes the sauce is a little thicker than regular pizza sauce. Because I like to be extra healthy, so there's extra, and it sometimes falls out. I just realized I haven't drank in an hour. That's okay, I'm hydrated by the pizza sauce. This is fine. I'm gonna be back in a few minutes. I'm going to wash my hands. And then I'm gonna try setting up something. I'll be right back though. You're not getting any more gotchas! Also, I have a question. As a rabbit, Pippa, do you eat your
Are you gonna ask if I eat them?
I need to know.
No.
No?
The answer is no.
How do you get your nutrients then? If you don't digest it without eating your shit, how do you get your nutrients?
Don't worry about it. That's for me to know and you to not know.
If you say don't worry about it, I'm gonna assume you do and you're just embarrassed about it.
No, I do not! I don't do anything weird! Don't give them ideas! They already make weird fan art!
It's natural!
Oh, God. I just know something cursed is gonna come out of this now.
You're welcome.
No, you're not! Shut up!
I'm suffering. Let it go, he's dead! Never, man! Never.
So I was wondering, because I was a baby and I didn't understand how it worked. I was like, what if my bean's growing upside down? I need to fix it. So I dug my bean out of the dirt in its tiny little planter. Nah, my bean just went moldy. It didn't sprout upside down, it just went moldy. My bean quit before it ever became a sprout. It just gave up. Yeah, it's like a bean and like cotton and dirt and stuff, but my bean, yeah, mine is zombified. my bean didn't work. I got depressed. Yeah, it's a depresso espresso bean.
Oh, it's you, boss! You finally got here? You're slow like always, yeah? I know. You might want to think twice about pointing out how slow I am. Let's not focus. Let's not focus on how slow I am, okay? You're so yeah! That's so close! That's so close! Look at this! That's close! It's really close! It's really, really close! This is amazing! This is amazing! I can't believe we have so many in a line where it's almost the same timing. This is majestic. It's absolutely majestic. Like, you could go from any angle and it's just like... I like na 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 na. Okay, we're back. Okay, we're back. I almost forgot to turn off the camera. And I have it back facing me again. That would have been so fucking bad. That would have been so terrifying. Holy shit. Thank you for the silver. Also, hi, Cozy. Let's see. Oh, there's a raid! Cozy, thank you for the raid! And everyone who came in, thank you for joining. I'm so sorry they raided while I was gone for a second. Hold on. I'm so sorry if you hear like random stuff jangling in my mouth. The Pepto type thing that I have right now is like a solid and you're not supposed to chew it. You have to suck it. So I can't I can't go any faster, but it's gonna take a while, so I don't want to stop streaming. Let's see. I think this is a good one. I like to show a video when I get a raider. So I'm gonna pull up your introduction video because I feel like that's a good one. For people who aren't familiar. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, my capture's broken. Hold on. Let me set up a new one. Why is every capture broken? Okay, hold on. I know my other browser was working. Let's try the other one. Okay. Maybe this one will work. There we go. Edge said no to being captured right now. We're using Firefox. Okay, here we go. This is Cozy, in case you're unfamiliar. I just put desktop audio on. There we go.
Cozy too. I'm a professional stroker.
What?
Face, Mom.
Oh my god,
just
Toad.
squirted Kyrene aside. Didn't I?
This is an intro.
You are living in a simulation. I'm a real alpaca.
My Minecraft fit next to yours.
Scaly triangle. Is this what you wanted? I don't have a flesh skirt. I don't know. The water dog. Where are you going?
That's actually what I'm testing. That's what I'm testing right now, actually. This exact program is what I want to pull up and play with. I know what you were using. Hello. Someday. I know I got to see you a bit at one place. I won't say where because I can't remember if you said people were there or not. If you said publicly, but if we ever end up at a place again, I wonder if we can use that to do like 3D off collab. I think I know how to put 2 models in. That'd be really cool. Hello, JJI. Hold on. Let me see. That is Cozy. If you're looking for someone cozy and a little chaotic, the what? Okay, I'm trying to set something up. So while I set it up, let me block my entire screen, just in case. And give me a minute. Pumpkin pizza is a thing. Yeah, if you scroll back, you can see it. I made some and ate it on stream. Okay, this is good. Chat, you're not leaving. You're not leaving despite the fact that I'm busy doing stuff, right? You're not leaving while I set up my software, right? You're not leaving me, chat. There might be consequences for people who leave me. So you wouldn't do that, right? You wouldn't do that, right? No? No? We're good? We're good? Yeah. Yay! I almost banged something bad. Okay. I'm gonna have a little bit of a weird time seeing my browser because of where I have my iPad, but it's gonna be worth it. I don't care. Hold on. I'm doing something. I'm cooking. Except not literally this time. Okay. It's taking a while to load. Hold on. guys are still here, right? You guys are still here, right? I also set up some sort of integration in this. I don't know if it's going to work, but possibly, it might do something once it's set up to react to super chats and stuff, but I don't know if it's going to work. So don't hold me to it in case it doesn't. Oh, hold on. I have the settings wrong. I gotta change something. There we go. Okay. It says it's connected to chat. I don't know if it's working. Oh shit, the wrong tracking is set up. Hold on. Let me kill the tracking and reset it up from scratch. And then we should be good. Huh. It'll be really cool. It's gonna be worth the wait. Hold on. There we go. As long as it works. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it says no. So I don't know what it's gonna feel like doing today. Is it working? Hold on. Ah! I can't. It's very slow when it works. You might have to turn it off if it doesn't get working. Oh. Okay, it's working. Okay, hold on. Hold on. It's working. Ah! Okay. Yeah! Oh, I fell over. Hold on. This is really cool. Ah! I'm excited. Okay. Hi! Now I can give you the no finger. No, I can. I just need to set the layers back so you can see chat and stuff. Hold on. I need to move this behind you guys instead of there. I'll put the credits in the description later for the assets that I'm using. I didn't know if it would work, and I didn't want to spoil the surprise, so I didn't have it beforehand. Oh, I guess this is a mommy redeem. Well, I'm trying to think, what kind of posture would a mommy have? I don't know. My hand is breaking. I don't actually have any good hand tracking. This is all with the camera, so it is what it is. Hold on. Let me move the redeem so that they are above my head. There we go. Ah! I thought while we talk about recipes and stuff, it could be fun to talk with my hand and stuff, because then with chopping, I was hoping to set up a knife so I could hold up a knife the whole time, but I forgot. And it's a lot of work, so I don't feel like doing it now. But you get this much. Look like I'm an Atelier character, kind of. Is it the hat? It's the hat. Also, this isn't green screen. Oh yeah, baby. That's why I love this program. There's like, you can literally like go do lots of shit. It's so cool. Playasia Shinobi, thank you for 14 months. Boss looking truly stunning. Thank you. I know. Look at see this face. That's why I'm stunning. I thought it'd be fun to pull this up while we look at some recipes, just to test it out and stuff. I don't think the super chat thing worked. I'll have to test it out again later. I tried setting up something so it would throw shit at me with like memberships or super chats, but I don't. Maybe it doesn't use milestones. I don't know. I thought it was gonna throw shit at me, but it ain't working. Ramsey, thank you for 8 months. Nice Witch 3D model. Thank you. And thank you for the super. I don't think the super integration is working, unfortunately. Hold on, I'm gonna move my camera for a sec, so my body's probably gonna break. Hold on. Receive stream events. Yes. Maybe I didn't set it up after all. I don't know. That's okay. I need to look into it more. I still don't know what I'm doing. It might take a bit of effort, a bit of time, but we'll get there. It is the pose. I thought it'd be a fun default one, but then I can move into anything else I want. But I thought this one would be a fun default one while I show you guys my superior recipes. Better than anything you've ever eaten in your life. Actually, I just have lists of potential recipes to look through right now. But first, I want to pull up how to like prepare pumpkin videos. Just because I feel like a lot of people genuinely don't know how. Oh my god, oh no. I have a really bad habit.
Oh yeah, but you
I have a
get
really
that
bad
money.
habit, and this is part of why I don't like head pats. I'm doing it right now on purpose, just so you can see. I like my hair to always be perfect, so I have a really bad habit of having like one of my hands on my head, just like untangling and like neatening up my hair. So I'll just be like stroking my hair all the way down, making sure that it looks nice. And I just realized that if I do that right now, you can tell! You can see me do it! Fuck! No! No! My habits are gonna be all exposed! There are so many worse things I could have been doing with my hand. At least it wasn't anything bad. Okay, hold on. Okay. Got first video. It is I'm gonna turn my music off while I have the video. It is by Glenn and Friends Cooking. And they're gonna show us how to prepare a pumpkin for anyone who doesn't know.
We're going to be making some pumpkin soup. So how do we go about breaking this
Like, what do you
wonderful,
Because I feel like the most intimidating part
vegetable
for a lot
soup
of people
that
is like,
the
what do you
farmer
even
has given
do
us? So we always have to look
when you
at
have a
how we
pumpkin?
break it down. So again, no different than the grapefruit, the tomato, the onion. There's always a way to do it to ensure your hands are safe. Correct, Jeff?
Absolutely, Chef.
Okay. With this here, I'm just going to be very simple. I'm going to take the top off. So again, I'm going to hold it and I'm going to keep some pressure here. And again, I'm going to watch all the time what's going to happen. So I'm trying to get this rocking. It's like, you know, I want to keep it steady. And what I could actually do,
You really want to keep it steady. That's actually a really big problem when cooking pumpkins. They are a little hard to cut. Sometimes they try to move on you, and it can like suddenly yeet itself through the air off the counter. And if you don't have it secured really well when it tries to yeet itself, you are absolutely going to stab your hand.
Put a little
I say this as someone who stabbed my
so it
hand.
doesn't move to give you some stability. And I've got one here.
You
And,
can
just in
microwave them
case,
first,
'cause
soften
the
them,
bigger
or
the
bake
item,
them a
but
bit.
trust me, if you've been
I
working in the
usually
kitchen
don't
for a
do
few years, you
anything
don't need to
first,
tell.
but you
So
do
again,
have to be
already you
really
can see
careful.
we got
If
some
you've ever
stability,
carved a
which is great.
pumpkin, you know how
Take the
hard
knife,
it is.
sharp
Like,
knife
it looks
again.
like a
Take
kid's
this, all I'm
activity.
gonna
Like,
do is
oh,
take
carve
it,
pumpkin
I'm
carving.
gonna
It's
cut
actually
right
really
through
hard.
here. Now, I'm not putting a lot of pressure, but I'm being consistent.
These are the
So when I
regular
do
like
cut this,
decorating or
it
pie
comes off.
pumpkins
So the
that
bottom,
they're cooking this
the top
time.
is going to disappear.
I'm gonna show the other kind after this. The kind that I think are better to eat.
Simple. So that's gone. So now I can take away
But,
my,
like,
my
these ones
cloth.
are the most common though. So I
So now
did want to
again,
show at
this
least
was a
one
grapefruit,
video because I
tomato,
feel
or
like
an
this is
onion,
probably the one
doing
that
a
most of
pepper,
you
the
guys
same
would have
thing.
access
Now
to
I've got some
when looking for
stability.
a
I'm not
pumpkin
gonna cut
sticker.
myself. It's just to follow the outside of the skin. So again, you have to be pretty
Cooking stream incoming. Someday,
patient.
if I have
You
more
don't push
space,
this
I'd
too
like
hard.
to.
So
Hey,
what I'm
that's
doing
the
is,
case of
again,
Billy Joe.
I'm going round, almost like I done with the grapefruit. If,
So they're
for
cutting the
instance,
skin
you're not
off.
too sure of how
Personally,
to do this, and you feel very
I sometimes do that
uncomfortable or
after
unsafe, don't
cooking
cut
it.
yourself.
It's easier. You don't have to do
Just
it
take
before
a potato
cooking.
peeler, for instance. What you can do with a potato peeler, you can actually go with a potato peeler and get right around. But personally, I find as a chef, it's always easier to do it with a knife. So again,
Oh,
with this
shit.
here, all I'm going to do is go
I
right
was
around.
adjusting my shirt,
Be
and I'm like, oh
patient.
no, you can
You
also
can
see
see there's
that.
very little flesh on the pumpkin. Again,
And
the
I'm not
secret
doing
is a
anything.
sharp
My hands
hand,
are frozen.
steady.
I have it frozen under my chin,
and,
but the tracking made
a
it look
steady
like
hand
different.
and a
Fuck,
good
okay, they're on
eye.
my lap.
So again, now we've done the same thing
They're
again.
out
I've
of
broken
frame.
it down.
Coming
I'm going to
in.
get it again so it's stable. I'm going to take the knife and I'm going to go right through the center of the pumpkin. Some people will actually do half, but I feel like I'm going to go right through the center. Turn it around again.
You can cut it however you
Now
want.
I've broken it down.
You don't
I'm gonna
have
make
to
sure it's
necessarily
stable
cut
again.
it this way.
Show respect to the product. Again, You can see now it's breaking it down. All I'm going to do is take this here.
You do have to scoop it out,
I'm
though.
going to ensure that it comes out. So again,
And if you
pulling it
use a
down using
pumpkin
my
scoop
spoon.
or like a rounded spoon,
The
it's a
reason
lot
I
easier.
personally don't like to use a knife with this.
I
is because
usually
don't
use like a
lose any of
melon
the
baller.
flesh.
Uh,
And there's beautiful juices here. This smells absolutely wonderful. So I'm going to take
they
it.
do.
and
They
break it in
smell
half
really
again.
good while you're cooking
And
with
I'm going to
them.
look at what am I going to use this for.
You can
If
save
I'm
the
going to use
seeds
it for
too
a
and
soup,
roast
I'm going
them.
to say, okay, I want to have the same dice. So I'm just going to take this end off here to balance it. So I'm going to a large dice.
Yeah.
So all I'm going to do here is basically take it. You can see.
Uncle Roger needs to review.
Turn around. I want to use it
I want Uncle Roger
to
to
feel
review my
comfortable.
pizza.
So for instance, the dice, I'm just going to large chunks.
Or Geary.
It's gonna be
I
for a
feel
pumpkin soup.
like I'm too small now
Cook
to
it up
probably
for a
collab
puree
with
or
Geary. Like
pumpkin
it's
pie. So now
understandable.
what we've got
She only
is
has so much
we've
time and
taken
has a
it
lot of
from the original
opportunities.
size
But if I ever get
and
really
sit
big
being
and Geary's
soft,
ever interested
top
in
to
me,
tail
I would
it,
love
took
to
the
teach
skin out
Geary
the
how to make
outside,
my pizza.
halved it. You can see we scooped it, broke it down, and now we have a nice even dice to use for a soup or a pie, whatever we're going to be using for.
Then it just, you get it. Anyway, you have to basically, long story short, you have to cut it, skin it, and scoop it out. You can still save the seeds, but I wouldn't eat the like nasty looking lorpy intestine disgusting looking thingies. I don't know if you can, but I wouldn't. I did collab with her a few times actually. As much as a lot smaller though. Now I feel like I'd bother her if I reached out. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I just genuinely try to be conscious. I feel like she has a lot of really cool stuff that seems like it's planned a long time in advance. So I don't want to be a bother. But this is the good kind of pumpkin. This is how you prepare basically all of the flat ones. I haven't seen the video, so I'll correct you if I don't agree with anything. I usually eat the flat ones. They're kind of like, I don't know if my hand tracking is working right or not, but they're like you know how the other ones are kind of like wider? These ones are like, okay, I cannot do that pose with my hands. they're like skinny pumpkins, or really fat, depending on your definition. It's like, and you take a pumpkin and you press down on it with a hydraulic press, but instead of exploding, it gets smaller. That's it. Here, this is the kind I recommend getting if you want to buy any to cook with and you haven't bought any yet. Oh, wait. This one is by Hairless Cactus. Also, I have a few of these planted. The flowers are really nice. No pumpkins grew because I fucked up, but but I still have the nice flowers. These ones are the best pumpkins. The flat ones. Believe it or not, this is gonna sound absolutely wild, but believe it or not, the flat ones like this can be really easy to cut. Like this particular one, I find with the green ones, I find I can cut them like not as easy as butter, but maybe as easy as like a cantaloupe or like a melon. They cut pretty easily. They're really soft. So then you just cut it enough that you can like take it apart. I sometimes won't cut the whole thing like this though. What I'll often do, the flowers are edible. I should eat mine then. You see how there's these big wedges? Very often what I'll do is I'll take 1 or 2 wedges at a time and then cover the rest in like tinfoil and put it in the fridge until I want to cook it. You don't have to cook it all at once. Because these are massive. This is a tiny one. I have some of these that are like 2 to 3 feet. So you want to use like a chunk or 2. You can even just take a whole chunk and just bake it in the oven whole like that. It's actually really good. So that's like 0 effort way to do it. If you just want to eat it and be lazy and want healthy. But if this is gonna show what they look like on the inside, it's probably easier to cut if you cut it in half, and then you can have like a bunch for later. Okay, this is why I like these ones. I don't know if you guys noticed the other pumpkins are kind of thin on the inside, but these ones, look how much flesh you get. Look how much food you get compared to just the hollow spot on the pumpkin. You actually get so much food out of these ones, which is why these ones are my absolute favorite when it comes to eating pumpkins. And that's why they're so heavy too. Almost mango? I wouldn't say they're as soft as mango. I mean, this one isn't considered a squash though. It's a pumpkin. It's called a blue pumpkin or a Jardale pumpkin usually. It's kind of close to a butternut squash, but buttercup squash, but it's not. It's very different. It smells like a cantaloupe. I sometimes leave the skin on these while cooking it. I just don't eat the skin. But you can also take the skin off. It's very easy to peel. These ones are so easy to preserve and cook. They're really, really easy. And there's a lot of different ways to cook them that are really good. This kind is particularly good for pureeing or for baking or deep frying. Because then the outside gets really crispy, but the inside is buttery. It's like deep fried avocado, if you ever had that. This is just a video showing how to cut the pumpkins. And I don't think, it's just showing one way to cook them. Like, you put a bunch of stuff in, and you can, like, candy them. I don't usually make them sweet. I like them savory more. I think this is like, if you cook them or steam them, this kind gets soft enough that you don't actually need a food processor. So if you want pumpkin puree but you don't have a blender or a food processor, this kind is especially good because this kind, it works really well. You can puree it with a fork. You can mash it. It's really tender. See, look! It's so tender! That's mainly what I wanted to show. They just have some candied pumpkin. But it's a really good kind to cook with. Now let's scroll through some recipes and get some ideas. TGM, thank you for the super! Congrats on the new dimension! Thank you! I'm especially a fan of the spooky lighting. The spooky lighting. It makes it really fun. Let's see. I pulled up a couple like slideshows of recipes I thought we could just look at for fun. And then maybe try to think of some or like talk about any that look really good or interesting. Okay. I don't know if it's in front of or behind my alerts. I don't know. Hold on. Make sure it's behind them this time. Okay. So this only has 30, but we can look at multiple. Eventually we'll get there. The outfit looks fantastic. I'll put the credits for the outfit in the description later. I bought it on Booth. It was really cheap. Just like a really cute hat. I'll zoom out a bit so you can see the outfit. Actually, do you want to see the full outfit? I really like it. It was fun. I just chose a bunch of stuff that I thought looked cute and put it together, basically. Yeah! I like the big hat. It's too bad the bow doesn't have physics, but you can't always win with everything. It's cute otherwise, so I'll take it. I'm totally moody. Anyway, let's see some of the recipe ideas. I can't see some of what I'm looking at on my browser just because my iPad is blocking a good quarter of my monitor. Oh, fuck my hair. My bad habit, you can see every time I twirl my hair. I'm gonna be self-conscious forever. It's orange, it's orange, it's orange. It's like pumpkins. Awesome, Min, thank you! This one's actually a fan-made model that I stole and occasionally put new outfits on and stuff for fun. I did it again! Okay, no, this is a lie. This time I'm adjusting my ponytail. I can feel it's coming a bit loose. There we go. 30 out of 99. I mean, I already gave you one. Let's see. Quick bread! I like bread and I like quick. So basically what this is, I'm pretty sure it's very similar to like banana bread, but just using pumpkin. And I super vouch for that. If you're looking for a way to make it different, I don't recommend just making it pumpkin flavored if you make pumpkin bread. Putting pecans on top is really good. I do recommend that. But one thing that you can do is flavor it like gingerbread. If you flavor it like gingerbread, but then you add in like some pumpkin, it's going to taste really rich. So if you like strong strong flavors. And if you like pumpkin and you like gingerbread, combine them. Combine them. It's really good. And if you make it really moist, you just want to eat it really quickly or freeze it in slices. And then you can heat them up in the air fryer or the oven or toaster. But you don't want this to sit more than 2 days. After 2 days, it would go rancid because sometimes pumpkin does that. It's really nasty. You gotta be careful with it. Jose? Pumpkin spice bread. It is really good. Pumpkin donuts. I have never tried making pumpkin donuts, but I also don't have a donut maker. Hello, the Reg! I can wave. When I say hi, I can wave. Hi. I've never tried making pumpkin donuts. Hello, Tati. But I feel like if I did, probably just a little bit of puree in the middle too, if you like cakey donuts. If you like more yeasty donuts, what you might want to do is make some sort of like pumpkin butter as a glaze and put it on top instead of in the donut. Because I wouldn't put pumpkin glaze on top of this kind, that'd be too much. But it should be good. If you do it the other way. Are you a donut or I like the first one. Oh god, now you can see me stretching. God damn it, I hate 3D. I hate 3D. I have to stretch a lot just to keep my body good, sitting so many hours. You guys better stretch too, so I don't feel so lonely. 3D is great. Fuck off. I don't even know what I was saying anymore. Donuts. I'm embarrassed. Donuts. Donuts. Our donuts. Our donuts. Yes. You can make them. Cuddle in the middle and pan fry them? That's true. Oh, Kevin Parade. I feel like I'd probably just make a donut without a hole though. Oh yeah, donut. I like the first spelling because it has the word dough in it, which makes sense because it's made of dough. I like that one. Ravioli is interesting. Butternut squash is normal in ravioli, so it's like pretty much the same thing, except if you use pumpkin, it's gonna be a little more moist, kind of similar to tomato, except it won't taste like shit. So I actually am not a big ravioli person. I probably wouldn't like this, but some of you guys might. So for ravioli, you can basically use pumpkin sauce as a substitute for any type of way you would use tomato sauce in anything, really. Everyone thinks that you just use pumpkin as dessert, but it's also really good if you use it in savory foods. And tomato sauce is how I use it as a substitute mainly, because I don't do tomato sauce. So this is a way that I can make a lot of tomato-y recipes, but without using any tomato. And this is gonna offend so many people. This is gonna offend so many people. I don't like pasta. The only good pasta is pasta's Vtuber. I don't like pasta. Even noodles, I'm very picky. I don't like eggy noodles. How about though? I don't like eggy noodles. I like soba noodles. I like really thin wheat noodles. Udon is okay sometimes. I don't like pasta. Dumplings are pasta? No. The kind that I use have like a really thin skin on them, so or it's like a really yeasty dough, but it's not that like egginess. I don't enjoy like a lot of pastas that have that like yellowy color and they're kind of like eggy. That ain't it. It's not the texture, it's the taste. I don't like it. I'm also not much of a like wheat stuff in general person. Like for bread, I'll use almond flour. For pizza, I will use real bread. Crackers I like, but I don't usually eat a lot of like wheaty stuff. I don't like pasta, so I wouldn't like this. Hello, Dancy. But some of you guys might like this. It's not what goes with the pasta that I don't like. It's the noodles themselves. I never liked spaghetti. Even like sometimes my family growing up would give me spaghetti without any sauce or any cheese or anything. I just have like meatballs on the side with spaghetti. I didn't like it. I could never figure out why. And I didn't like lasagna even when it was made without cheese or tomato for me. Eventually I realized it's like that eggy pasta texture. I don't like. That's gross. I don't know, not texture, sorry, the taste. It's like, I don't know why. There's just something about it that I never liked. If I made spaghetti, it would probably be like soba noodles covered in pumpkin puree. Like, you guys just hate me at this point, probably. You're cooking spaghetti right now. I'm sorry, Emily, we can't be friends anymore. Unless your spaghetti is soba noodles, then we can still be friends. Well, I actually kind of want to start doing, someday if I have more space, I kind of want to start a food crimes cooking stream series, where what I do is I cook something that I know is going to make people angry, but that I like. Like, I can make spaghetti with soba, or I could make ramen, but instead of noodles, there's only a whole bowl of shredded cabbage and ramen broth, and then toppings like a mile high. I could make my pumpkin pizza. I could make so many things. Child, I could make so many things. But I know that everyone but me would disagree with my taste, so I'm thinking food crimes is probably a good name for it. And I don't regret any of them. I think it'd be really fun. Let's see what other ideas. This is the obvious one. Pumpkin pie. I actually am not the biggest fan of pumpkin pie. I don't dislike it. Like, if someone offers me a pumpkin pie, I'll be like, oh yes. But I'm not going to make pumpkin pie if I have an option for what to use my pumpkin for. When it comes to pies for Thanksgiving, I don't know if this is going to be a popular opinion because a lot of people might disagree, especially if you've never had it before. But it's really good. Sweet potato pie. Okay, sweet potato pie is so much better. It's just like pumpkin pie, but the texture is better. It's sweeter. The flavor is better. It's probably healthier, even though they're both healthy. Sweet potato is really healthy. Like, there's no reason to not make sweet potato pie. So if you make me a pumpkin pie for like Thanksgiving, I'm gonna be disappointed that it's not sweet potato pie. So I'm just gonna look at it and be like, I could have eaten this pumpkin in stir fry or something. What have you done? It's not. I get that a lot of people like it, but to me it's like the most mid way you could possibly eat pumpkin. Like, it's not bad, it's just so fucking mid. Every other way to do it is more interesting. Oh god, fuck, 3D, keep forgetting. Keep trying to fix my hair. Yams and pumpkin are almost interchangeable. They're not actually. Once they're pureed, you can kind of interchange them a bit. But if you're cooking them only part way, like baking fries or whatever, they're very different. Because sweet potato and yams are a lot more firm. Pumpkin is like, has a lot more moisture in it. So you have to be kind of careful when substituting one for the other. Ice cream! Ice cream is actually really easy to make. I've done this a lot with pumpkin puree. If you're feeling really brave, you could probably just like straight up sweeten the pumpkin puree and put it in an ice cream maker if you have one. It might kind of not go so well, but basically what I recommend if you make this to make it even better, add in a little bit of espresso powder into your ice cream mix. I prefer coconut milk. I find it mixes really well. I also try to avoid dairy when I can. So coconut milk with a bit of pumpkin puree with however much sweetener you want. Maple syrup goes particularly good with pumpkin, so I do recommend that. And you can even put pumpkin seeds on it as a topping like they did. A little bit of espresso powder gives it that kind of like pumpkin latte taste and is really good. Caramel on top of it can probably also be really good. Or butterscotch. I've never tried it, but I can imagine. But especially if you Actually, this is a good way to do it too if you're... I think pumpkin's okay for diabetic. Because then you can make it yourself if you can't have sugar, or if you're diabetic. You can, like, add stevia or something to coconut milk, and then put in some pumpkin, and put in whatever else you want. And you can actually make some ice cream that's really healthy. Like pumpkin ice cream, if you don't put in a bunch of sugar, it can actually be good for you, depending what you put in it. So, it's not always like that bad. It's a nice treat that can be a little bit healthier if you're craving ice cream, but you're trying to like not eat as much junk food. The lighting reflections is so cool. I know! That's why I wanted to use this on stream a little bit. I was playing around with it for fun, and I was like, this is really just so cool. I need to use it. Avocado ice cream. Yeah! You can use avocado instead of milk, I think. If you like blend up the avocado so it's like all buttery. You're probably gonna have to add a little extra liquid, or it might be a little too thick. I've made not ice cream, I've made pudding. You can also make pumpkin pudding with avocado, which I've also done. You just like blend an avocado with some pumpkin with however much sweetener and spices and stuff. It's really good. Pumpkin pudding is really easy. But the pumpkin has to be cooked though first. Anything that requires puree, you need the pumpkin to be cooked first to make puree. If you have one of the flat ones, you can honestly just bake it. You can honestly just bake it until it's cooked enough, and then you can straight up mash it. I don't know for the regular kind. I've never made puree from a regular kind. You could probably bake it and puree it, but you might need a blender. But steaming it might work a bit better for the regular kind. Kabocha is a little harder to work with too. So if kabocha is your only option, it's gonna be extra dry. You're gonna need a little extra moisture. But yeah, the ice cream is a really good way. Super recommend. Mochi. I've always wanted to try nochi, but my fear of pasta has made me afraid. I don't think air frying would be the best way. I think I might dry it out a little too much. Because air frying does tend to be a little bit drier, so I wouldn't necessarily... If you have a lot to spare, you could try a bit though and see how it goes. I know. Kabocha tempura is my favorite kind as well. I was screaming about it earlier on stream. It's so good! Don't do it, it's just compact pasta. That's my fear. But for some reason, it reminds me just enough of dumplings. And part of me is like, but what if I liked it? So I kind of want to try it, but I'm also afraid. Anyway, you can make pumpkin nochi. I don't know if they have pumpkin like in the filling or if they have it like right in the pasta. But if you're making it homemade, you can use pumpkin. Basically, as I said, this is showing you. These recipes are showing you exactly what I've said all along. That anything that can use tomato sauce can be really good with pumpkin. A lot of Italian recipes, you can sub it. And obviously, it's not going to be the same, but it's going to still be really good. Hello, Rombi. Pillowy puffs of joy remains to be seen until I try them. They recommend combining pumpkin with the flour. Okay, so their pumpkin is in the dough itself. Combining it with the flour, egg yolk, and Romano. There's cheese in the dough? Now I don't even want to try it. Blech. Cheesecake. Again, not so much for me with the cheese, but I have made vegan pumpkin cheesecake using like blended cashews instead of cheese, and it was really good. And I mean, I guess it goes to say, if you make pumpkin pie, you can make pumpkin cheesecake. It's probably just as good. It's probably just as good. And cheesecake, I don't know about the actual cheese kind, but vegan cheesecake can be really easy to make. You don't even have to cook it very often. You can just put everything together and you put it in the fridge or the freezer for a short amount of time, and then you take it out and it's done. So, yeah. I feel like cheesecake's a given. People don't tend to think of it though, because it's more effort. We just tend to think of pie as the most obvious option. But I mean, pumpkin cheesecake probably would be like an extra creamy pie. With a nasty hint of sour cheese. The amount of times in my fucking life, I swear to God, baby fam, everyone thinks they can convince me that cheesecake is ice cream cake. I'm never falling for it. I'm not stupid. Well, actually, I fall for it long enough to try it. I'm like, ice cream cake! And I take a bite and I'm like, you've lied to me. You've lied. I've caught them every time. The worst as when people make cupcakes. Hello, Tico. The worst is when people make cupcakes and then they tell you there's icing on it. And you're like, this is icing and not cream cheese, right? And they're like, yeah, it's icing. And they take a bite and I'm like, this is not icing. They never do it on purpose. That's the thing. A lot of times people don't realize that it's cheese. And then I'll take a bite and I'll just be like, this is cheese. And then I look at their package and they're like, oh, it's cream cheese icing. I'm like, I fucking asked you, bitch. It's just nasty. There's like this very specific type of vanilla icing that's sometimes vanilla icing and sometimes bamboozles and it's cheese. So I just don't trust things with vanilla icing anymore. I'm like, this could be cheese, bro. I don't want it. Hello, board clips. Imagine if someone goes to give you... Ah! Sorry, I just slapped my foot, but I didn't know my foot was asleep, so that felt really strange. The amount of times, just imagine someone says, here's a cupcake, I made it just for you. And it's literally a muffin with cream cheese. The betrayal. And yeah, pancakes, I've made this too. Obviously, I tend to experiment, so I don't really follow recipes myself. Sorry, I'm stretching again. I don't really follow recipes personally. I like to make up my own ideas and see what happens. But you can put a little bit of pumpkin puree, and pumpkin spice goes in good with it too. You can put a bit of pumpkin spice into a pumpkin mix. You can use just the spice if you want, but adding a bit of pumpkin puree makes it extra rich. It's really good. It's really, really good. Highly recommend. Shepherd's pie with pumpkin. I've done that actually. I shredded a bunch of pumpkin instead of potatoes. I don't know. Let me see if I can find... Hold on. I'll see if I can find an image of it somewhere else. Pumpkin shepherd's pie. It's obviously not going to be the same as mine, but, let me see if I can find one. All the ones I'm seeing kind of add pumpkin to the filling, or add pumpkin on top. But, the way I like to do it is you just kind of replace the potato entirely with pumpkin. Because my stomach has trouble with potatoes, right? So potatoes aren't really the most enjoyment thing for me. I'll eat them sometimes as a treat if I'm like prepared mentally for suffering. Sorry, the picture didn't save, so I'm gonna show you something else first. This is what I made yesterday. I made it up on the spot. I talked about it a bit on Discord. I had some ingredients, so I wanted to see what would be good. The weird colors, that's cauliflower. It's rainbow cauliflower. So there's yellow cauliflower and purple cauliflower and green cauliflower. It's not broccoli, it's green cauliflower. And white cauliflower. And then I had some chunks of pumpkin. And then I had some pecans. And I flavored it again with similar flavorings. I'm still trying to discover like what spices I can eat or not. So it was like rosemary, soy sauce, and a little bit of maple syrup, things like that. It was really good. I was actually surprised by how good this was. I expected it to be kind of just eh. But then I wanted seconds, except I had no more ingredients. I was bummed that I couldn't have more of it. But that's okay. Let me try saving the image again. Because it didn't work. Hold on. Bam. Okay, so this is kind of an example of shepherd's pie. made with pumpkin. So you see the top layer is made of kind of like, the problem with pumpkin is that when you cook it, it kind of like melts together a little more than potato. It's supposed to be mashed potato, but like mashed pumpkin is a little more like wet and moist. So it's not gonna be quite as crispy in the same way, but it looks really good. This one, instead of meat, used lentils, but I feel like it would be especially good if you use like ground turkey maybe, with like a bit of cardamom, maybe some carrots and some like, you can make it fall inspired! You can fill it with like, oh my god, ground turkey and like fall vegetables. Like root vegetables and stuff. That'd be really good. I love root vegetables and squash. So every time fall comes, I'm just like, ah, yes, all the good food. Bring me the good food. It's just the best season. Pumpkin haggis. I have never tried haggis. I'm too afraid. Yeah, pancakes. Creamy soup. Pumpkin soup is actually amazing. And this is coming from someone who's really picky with soups. If you're making a pumpkin soup, I highly recommend adding in some red curry. A bit of coconut milk and red curry. The red curry goes really good with the sweetness of the pumpkin. And the coconut milk helps make it a little creamier, so it's like a thicker soup without making it sour like regular milk or cream would. Coconut milk I don't find has that sourness. It has like a hint of sweetness. It is a really good way to eat pumpkin. I feel like it's one that a lot of people forget about. Because when you think of pumpkin, you think of carving them or pie. You don't think of soup. But really, pumpkin soup is amazing. I want to try adding some fennel this year too. Because ever since I discovered, hold on. Ever since I discovered the chestnut soup recipe in the Final Fantasy cookbook, I've been really enjoying putting fennel in a lot of different soups. That's my first time trying fennel. I think for this, it would go really good if you put in some blended chestnuts. I might be biased because of the Final Fantasy cookbook, but chestnuts are really sweet and they have like a nutty, rich flavor. And nutty flavors tend to go really good with pumpkin. So I feel like if you like sweet things, and as long as you add enough savory to balance it, if you put some chestnuts and blend it in, that would be really good. Or even just chopped whole chestnuts. As long as they're roasted first. Rika, thank you for subscribing! I feel like it'd be really good. What's that, Lord Wardo? Pumpkin soup in a pumpkin bread bowl? No, listen! I can find that. Hold on. Pumpkin soup in pumpkin. That's a thing. It's like a French cuisine, I think. I've never had it, but let me show you. It's actually really cute, and you can eat the whole pumpkin too. I've had stuffed pumpkin, and then I ate the pumpkin, but that's legitimately a thing. Like they're small enough pumpkins that you can stuff them with soup, like a bread bowl, and then eat the pumpkin. I actually have always wanted to try this. See? I kind of want to see if I can make that this year with something. Cashew paste is good with pumpkin. Les citrouilles. Citrouille, c'est pumpkin en français, oui. Je pense. C'est du soupe. Un citrouille avec du soupe dans le citrouille. It looks good. I've never tried it. But if you make one of those, like, I've had ground meat flavored with red curry and nuts and stuff stuffed into a little pumpkin like this, but I've never had soup. So I imagine like a curry-based soup inside a pumpkin would also be really good. The only thing with eating smaller pumpkins is you do want to be careful, because some gourds have like a lot of preservative chemicals added onto them so that they can last longer as decorations. So you just want to be careful if you're using a really small one. A pie pumpkin on the small side would probably be a safer bet. You don't want to get a decorative gourd that's really small and fill it, because it could be full of lots of chemicals and stuff. So you want to be careful. I say this as someone who ate a little gourd once. And then I noticed the next year when I bought the packages and was really excited to eat them, I noticed it said in bold on the tag, "Do not eat, not meant for human consumption." on their website and it said that they're covered in preservatives. So yeah. Decor pumpkins can be okay to eat as long as they're not the like little tiny hand-sized ones. Like the big decorative ones are okay if you cut the skin off and stuff, but like don't eat the little handheld gourds. Don't be like me. It was delicious too. I think it was like what was it? I think it was tiger. I think it was a tiger pumpkin. What did they call it? Yeah, tiger pumpkin. There's recipes for them. There's recipes for them. This is very similar to what I made actually when I searched tiger pumpkin. I didn't use a recipe, but like if you're lucky enough to find like decorative tiger pumpkins that are intended for eating, it's kind of hard to find ones that are safe to eat. But if you do, I'll show you the ones that I mean. They're extra stringy. You know how I said the other ones are very sweet? Or not very sweet. They're very soft and they're not stringy. These ones are the exact opposite. The inside is more stringy than a regular pumpkin. They're very unique and they're really good stuffed. But you have to be careful not to buy the ones that are meant for decorating. They look like this. They're really yummy. And you can stuff them with lots of different things. This one says use couscous and sauteed mushrooms. I used ground meat and sauteed mushrooms and a bit of rice. And that was really good. Stuffed pumpkins are just like stuffed squash. They're really, really good. Never buy pumpkins under 3 kg, then you're probably fine. Any above that size, even if there are a lot of like preservatives on the top layer to make them look good, as long as you don't eat the skin, you're probably fine. With kabocha, you want to be extra careful because if you're like me. Not everyone does this. I'm curious if you guys do or not, but when it comes to kabocha, I like to eat the skin. I find the skin adds to it. Also, Noble, so I eat the skin when I eat kabocha. So if you're like me, you just want to be really careful. Some pumpkins, that's not always a good idea. Let's see, what else has it got? Baked oatmeal. This is like, it looks like apple crisp almost. It's like apple crisp, but with oatmeal. The skin is normally eaten. Yeah, it's good though. I like it. The skin is really thin on kabocha, and it is nutritious. So that's why I think kabocha maybe is a little different. Amber cup also works well. It's a kabocha but orange. So I think this is like apple crisp, but like apple crisp made with oatmeal, but made with pumpkin. I don't think I'd put pumpkin puree. Unless you like eating straight up pumpkin puree. I prefer it cooked into things. I don't think I'd recommend putting pumpkin puree on your oatmeal. Maybe you can add a bit of vanilla and stuff to it, but on its own, I don't know. Hello, Zemeckis. Milkshake! That is true. Any blending liquid is really good if you add in pumpkin. You can add it. Yeah, I love pumpkin puree soup too, Akaya. If you put it in a milkshake or in a smoothie, or even blend it into like a milk and then heat the milk up on the stove and make a latte with that instead of coffee. Also, Marka, thank you for following. Hi, Kagiryu. So, I love Mika. You might tell me it's not pizza, but listen, 75% of chat earlier voted that they would eat it, so. Milkshakes are kind of just like thinner smoothies and like more desserty, whereas smoothies are kind of more healthy. I like to make, and every time in the fall, I make spinach smoothies with a bit of oatmeal for breakfast. I like to blend in smoothies, or blend in pumpkins in the fall, because I have lots on hand. And then it's extra healthy and nice. Some places put potato and taro in their boba. I don't know if pumpkin puree on its own would be good in boba, but if it's like flavored like pumpkin pie filling, it might be good. Milkshakes are an obvious one though. Chilies! I can actually believe that. I think I've actually tried that. Yeah, I've tried that. Instead of tomato. You can use red pepper. I mean, this person I think used it with tomato, but you can use it instead of tomato. You can also mix it with red pepper, and it's really good too, like red pepper and pumpkin chili with like chili beans and ground meat. I don't know what the fuck this is. I don't put anything on my chili. I eat it straight up. But it's surprisingly really good in chili because pumpkin goes well with a lot of different spicy things. So I do definitely recommend trying pumpkin chili as a way to eat it. You can puree it into the sauce, or you can straight up put chunks of pumpkin in regular curry. Either way, it's going to be quite good. Cookies! Hello, dear. Cookies I've tried making. The kind that I make is usually like kind of soft cakey cookies with almond flour, because I find almond flour and pumpkin go really good together. Just because, as I said, pumpkin and nuts, you combine them and it tends to be really good. I don't know what this is. It's probably like some sort of cinnamon roll type icing, and then with some pumpkin spices on top of it. Pumpkin gingerbread cookies are also really good. Pumpkin gingerbread cookies, whether you make them crunchy or soft, the flavor combination is really good. I don't think I'd recommend like mint cookies though. Sugar cookies I also don't think I'd recommend unless you're making shortbread. Just because it's really hard to use pumpkin and make something crunchy. It does tend to soften them up a bit because how much moisture is in the pumpkin. So I would recommend, if you want to try adding pumpkin to a recipe, I would, for cookies, I would recommend maybe picking one with almond flour and being really careful that if you're adding pumpkin to an existing recipe, take out some of the moisture, or it's going to be too moist. Or find a recipe that is like supposed to have pumpkin, and then you'll probably be fine. Sugar cookies, though, they're gonna be a little too crunchy, so it'll be a little hard. Because it'll make them really moist, and they won't be sugar cookies anymore. But they'll be good. Biscotti. I haven't tried that. That's interesting, because from what I know about biscotti, it's usually really dry. So they must have found a way in this recipe to like make it really dry. So if you're, I guess if you're a fan of like pumpkin taste, but you want stuff that's a little more crunchy and dry, maybe look up biscotti, because there must be a way to do it, I guess. But with cookies and stuff, it tends to end up a little more on the moist side. Whoopie. What the fuck is a whoopie pie? A New England dessert by sandwiching a layer of soft vanilla cream between two chocolate cake rounds. Okay, but then instead of chocolate, I guess you just use two like pumpkin, like kind of like you make an extra thick, soft pumpkin cookie and you cut it down the middle and put like vanilla cream inside. That sounds good. Maybe I have to try that this year at some point. Never heard of those. They're awesome. That's a cake Oreo cookie. Is that what it is? Like an Oreo cookie, but like a cakey one? That sounds kind of good, actually. Maybe I should try making this just to see what it's like. Hello, Zergil. Now I'm excited. I learned something. Finding some recipes for me to try today. Bagels. I feel like that's probably harder to make because you need a thing like donuts. You could probably honestly make some sort of pumpkin butter, like a dessert spread to put on bagel. That might be easier if you're craving pumpkin bagels. But I guess you could cook it in if you have a recipe. I'm too lazy to even try to make those, so never mind. Fuck the FBI, what a name. Hello. We have unlocked the cooking stream. If I ever get more space, actually, I feel like if it happens, it'll be obvious anyway, so I can probably say this. I travel a lot to a lot of different places, but one of the places I have to travel is a little more frequent, so I might end up trying down the road to get a place there. And one of the things I'm kind of planning, I'd still go back and forth. When I want to come back to the warehouse area, I can stay with family, so it's fine. I might try to get a place that has a kitchen that I can use for cooking streams, because it's something that I really want to do. But it's something I can't do right now. So maybe down the road, if anything ends up working out. Yeah, I'm too lazy. Pumpkin butter! This is what I was saying! It's the next one, how convenient! So, pumpkin butter. Oh. It's really scary to make. It can be really terrifying. You have to have it to be really, really fucking hot. It's almost, how do I even describe this? It's like not syrup, it's not butter. It's kind of like a really sweet dessert spread. So it's made from pumpkin puree and acid, apple cider, or apple cider vinegar. I would personally recommend apple cider straight up instead of vinegar because then it's less sour. Sweetener and warming spices. A lot of people use honey or maple syrup because it's more liquidy. The pumpkin, if you cook it enough in a pan, like a long time, it starts to change its color and thicken into a butter-like consistency. This is literally just you cook the pumpkin and flavor it for so long that it turns into butter. It's different than puree though. You have to cook it longer. Straight up spreading puree is gonna be nasty. You wanna make sure it turns into pumpkin butter. I've been too scared to try making it because of how long and how hot you have to cook it. I'm too prone to burning myself. You can probably buy it. I've never seen it in stores personally. I'd probably have to make it. But it looks really good. And you can put that on anything, really. Maybe that can be my goal for this year. Try to make pumpkin butter and not kill myself. Wait, I did last year. I think I tried making it. When I was making the Final Fantasy 14 cookies. I think it didn't work out. I have a feeling I tried and it was a disaster, and that may be why I'm so afraid of it now. Your interior's turned into pumpkin burnt. I wonder if that's what happened to mine. I remember I didn't have the butter on stream. I don't think so. Unless I managed to salvage a little bit of it, so it must have not worked out. Empanada. How do you pronounce that? Is it empanada? Empanada? How do you pronounce that? I like the little pumpkin they carved into it too. Hello, Ask Madeline. I'm gonna admit I've never tried one of these before. Pumpkin or otherwise, I've never tried one. I've never tried one. Empanada? Okay. I've never tried one. Handheld dough pocket stuffed with sweet or savory, found in Latin American cooking. They look really good. They do look really good. I kind of want to try one of these. I don't really know if I have the confidence. I think isn't this what Noe suggested making once when I was talking about eating pumpkin? I think so. I think Noe said these are really, really, really good, especially with the green pumpkins that I love, and I just opened one of those. So, they're basically meat pies. Yeah, they remind me of like Thai curry puffs. But I've never had one. I don't know if I have the confidence to try making this because I'm not very good at trying to make things that are wrapped in like thin layers of dough, especially if it's like a pastry type thing, unless I use like a pastry dough, but I don't think that would work in this case. Hello, Artista, I got your name wrong. But I feel like this could be one thing that'd be nice for me to try this year if I can. They look really good. Cinnamon rolls! You can either put a bit of pumpkin in the icing if you're gonna eat them quick enough, or you can put pumpkin right in the dough, or both. Hello, Green! Honestly, hard vouch for pumpkin cinnamon rolls. I've never had one though. I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing that they're really good. They look really good. I've never had one though. But I think it would work really well. Sheet cake, I mean, that's basically just, you know, pumpkin bread, but you make it extra sweet and put icing on. Of course it's gonna work. It's like reverse pie, almost. The pumpkin part is the bread instead of the topping. What's that, chat? What's that? Pumpkin pizza can be legit. Oh, you were saying? How about enough buns, except this one uses cheese and tomato and they just add the pumpkin on the pizza. So this one is the wrong way, but pumpkin pizza is a very legitimate thing. Mine is just better. Mine is just better. Yours look better, honestly? Thank you. I think so too. So the real way to do it is obviously the recipe I gave earlier. You leave out the fucking cheese, you leave out the fucking tomato. I am leaning on the wall all sexy right now because I'm so confident. I'm just oozing charisma because everyone knows that my pizza is superior. So, yeah. Pumpkin pizza is real. It's real. It counts as pizza, but mine is better. It is real. What is this? Does anyone know what these green things are? Arugula, maybe. I hate arugula. That should be illegal. That's just nasty. It's too bitter. And I like bitter stuff. That shit's just wrong. How is? Oh, okay. Are they? Oh. I feel like if you're making a sweeter one, it would work for that. I've seen chocolate chip cookie dough flavored before. For dipping apple chips, I can see that being pretty good. You probably wouldn't want to dip like your regular, like whatever, like vegetables, like dipping like, I don't know, zucchini or cauliflower, and it might be kind of nasty, but if you're making one to dip like graham crackers or something in, I feel like pumpkin would be really good. Again, you just want to think of the flavor profiles. Usually pumpkin goes really good with stuff that's either curry or salty or sweet or nutty or any combination of all of those. Curry! It honestly goes well in any curry. There's two ways that you can add it to curry. I actually usually combine both ways. One is like this, you can put straight up chunks of pumpkin in the curry. And that's really good. If you prefer your pumpkin to be more solid, you just want to make sure to cook it a little bit under where it would be turned into puree so that you can still have it be solid and not dissolve into the curry. And two, you can also make it as a puree and put it right into the curry sauce. I don't know what the word is, like broth or sauce or whatever. Put it right into the liquid. You're not gonna get so much nutrition if you put it in the liquid, because unless you're crazy like me, you're probably not straight up spoonfulling the liquid into your mouth. But yeah, you can put it right into the curry. And then it'll just kind of give the curry a pumpkin-y taste. If you're not looking to have the pumpkin for like nutrients, you just want it for flavor, that way it can be really good. Risotto. I don't really make risotto. Just because I don't really eat rice that often. So it's not anything I've tried, but I mean, I guess if you like risotto, you can put in some pumpkin. Pumpkin sushi? Okay, but kabocha sushi would slap. I don't think I've ever seen it or tried it, but I feel like it'd be pretty good. Depending how you make it, though, because it might go weird with the sour. Lasagna! This one basically just uses my classic suggestion of, like, substitute tomato sauce for pumpkin sauce. And lasagna is another one I haven't tried, but I can imagine it would work really well based on how the pizza tastes. Hello, fortune cookie! You just kind of add it in the layers. I think they might have a layer of tomato on the bottom, so they might be using both sauces. But you can totally just put a pumpkin sauce inside of lasagna. As long as you don't make the sauce sweet, you want to make it savory instead, and then it should be fine. And granola! The pumpkin seeds are better for granola, but depending on the recipe, you might also be able to put a little bit of regular pumpkin in. You'll just have to eat it really quick or it'll go bad. But pumpkin seeds can last for quite a while. Lasagna sounds sweet. Isn't it supposed to be savory? I don't know, I don't eat it. Biryani. What? I'm in a kind of long grain rice and spices. I've never tried that, so I can't really comment. Hello, Batsu! Or say anything about it. I've never tried it. But pumpkin does tend to go quite good with rice. And that's a really fun way to serve it too, just inside a giant pumpkin. I don't know about that one personally, but I think it'd probably be good. Waffles I've done! Waffles I've done! Similar to pancakes, I just make a pancake batter, take away a bit of the moisture. I think what I did was like take out the egg or something, I don't remember. And I mixed in some pumpkin puree, and it makes the waffle extra orange. So it looks really cute and looks really nice. Smells amazing. Especially for this one as well, I recommend putting in some pumpkin spice or some gingerbread flavors, because it will help make it even better and give it a stronger flavor instead of just the pumpkin. The thing is, when we crave pumpkin desserts, we forget that often what we like about them is not the pumpkin itself, but the spices that go in with it. So if you forget the spices, it's not going to taste quite right. It could still be good, but it's not going to be what you're used to. I think the pumpkin butter on top of this would be quite good too. I use almond flour for my waffles too, yeah. It doesn't hurt my stomach as much. Cobbler. I don't think I've ever had cobbler. I mean, looks really good. Not my beloved, me with cardamom. Hello, Foolish! never had cobbler. What is it? It's like a scoop of vanilla, ice cream, apples. I guess you can make pumpkin instead of apple or peach cobbler. I still don't even know what cobbler is. When I hear the word cobbler, I just think of the thief in the cobbler. I mean, it looks really good. It almost looks like a, like a pudding cake. I don't think that's it, though. It's like a deconstructed pie. Okay, maybe it is kind of like a pudding cake-ish type thing. Hello, into it. I can see it being quite good, then. It's like pumpkin pie, but you just break it. If you want pie, but you suck at making things look good, go with cobbler. It won't matter. Hello. Stir fry. I have tried stir fry. I will admit, pumpkin stir fry is a bit harder. A way to make it a little easier is you want to kind of, they use savory pumpkin cubes. You might want to pre-cook the pumpkin and just toss it in last minute when you put in the flavors. The problem is if you stir it too much, the pumpkin is going to start like melting or mashing into everything. It's like stir-frying mashed potatoes. When you cook them a little bit, it's great. When you cook them too much, they are just falling apart. So you have to make sure it's not cooked too much or you won't be able to do it anymore. So just keep that in mind. Again, you want to use kind of like curry type flavoring. Lemony flavorings can also be quite good, actually. I think this person recommended using like fish sauce, soy sauce, and garlic. Really, that type of stuff is quite good. Think anywhere you have potatoes, you can sub in pumpkins. That's true. But again, the pumpkins are a lot more moist, so you have to be really, really careful when doing that. Just because if you're not careful, you're gonna run into a problem where the moisture in the food is just too high, and it's going to ruin everything. But as long as there's not too much moisture, it'll work really well. Which is why stuff like shepherd's pie and everything works. I'm gonna pull up another random thing, so hold on. Let's get another web page. We ran out on that one. Let's see. This one's a slideshow of 50 I found. So then we just need like 20 more. And then I've done my due diligence. Ow! Hold on. My throat. Did you jump? Okay. This has 55! Although it might just be 50 in summer ads. I don't know. Pumpkin bread pudding! I've never tried bread pudding. I'm stretching again. Oh, Mr. J! How do you make bread pudding? Do you just get like bread that's almost gone bad and then turn it into a dessert? I actually don't know how it works. It looks really good though. Hello, Jeffrey Sorrells! Pumpkin bread is about the extent of my pumpkin cooking. To be fair, that's one of the better things to make. I kind of actually might want to try this year. Pumpkin bread pudding could be one of my goals. They added pumpkin puree and pumpkin spice flavors to up bread pudding recipe. I think that'd be easy if it's moist to add it in. It's delicious, fair. Korean, this is different. This counts as another recipe. It's milky with sausage. This one looks better, but it still has tomato. But it looks more appetizing than the other one, but it also doesn't actually. The sauce looks a little cheesy. I don't know if it's cheese or not, but it looks it. Hello, Leon. I feel like sausage goes pretty well with pumpkin though, because the spices in the sausage also complement it well. If you're making a breakfast with pumpkin and looking for like meats and stuff you can put in. Pumpkin, mango, banana, put in a mixer, rest in fridge. That would be a pretty good drink, I think. For whenever I make a pumpkin smoothie, I'll usually put spinach. Hello, Shiny Musician. Spinach and pumpkin puree and chia seeds, hemp seeds, not protein powder, peanut butter powder, which is basically a protein powder, almond milk or cashew milk. I like cashew milk better. Coconut water, find it helps prevent migraines. decaf coffee sometimes if I really want it. Some vanilla and some cardamom. Easy baked pumpkin risotto. This one looks better than the other one to me. The other one, I don't know, it looked kind of cheesy, but this one looks kind of like, I don't know. There's a bit of cheese, I think. I just pretend that's not there. The cranberry and stuff makes it look like this one's a little more sweeter, perhaps. And I think the sweeter balance might work a little bit better for adding pumpkin to rice. Sweet and savory would be a good way to eat rice with pumpkin. Doesn't risotto take a long time to make? I don't know. I've never made it, bro. I don't have enough interest in it. More soup. Oh my god, it's reusing recipes. Fuck. They're different recipes! Don't worry about it. Pumpkin soup. This one looks like it could even be the same photo, though. Damn. Hello, Astro. Again, pumpkin soup is really good. Out of season, if you want pumpkin soup out of season, the closest thing that comes to it is butternut. Not buttercup, butternut. Butternut squash is the closest you can get for soup. Pumpkin spice latte! So here's the trick. When you get a pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks, it doesn't have any pumpkin in it. It's just the pumpkin spices, right? It's just the pumpkin spices. But if you make it homemade, it's so easy. As long as you make it on the stove. If I think you're following, you can literally add some real pumpkin straight up into it. And the real pumpkin is going to make it creamier and thicker and richer and more flavorful. So really, ever since I discovered that and I made one homemade once for myself, like I can't even have like restaurant. I have one for tradition every year, but like they don't hit the spot anymore. They don't do it for me. The homemade ones are the way to go. And then they're a lot cheaper too. You can put whipped cream on top, you can put whatever. Basically, for the price of like maybe 4, because you have to get a number of ingredients. For the price of like 4 pumpkin spice lattes, you can have ingredients to make yourself like 30. So why would you buy one? Also, let's go, Marauder. Risotto is just extracting the starch out of the rice by constantly mixing and adding little amounts of water. That sounds like hell. That sounds like hell. Can you have my recipe? I eyeball it. I don't use a recipe. But I can't. I don't know the amounts because I eyeball it. But I'll kind of put stuff like water and cashew. You don't even have to put water. You can just use milk. Water and cashew milk and pumpkin puree. Sweetener of choice. Pumpkin pie spice, you could probably use, I just use cardamom, a bit of vanilla, and then you want to boil it on the stove until it's boiling for like maybe a minute or so, just so it stays hot, and then you just pour it in a mug and drink it when it cools down a bit. You can add on some whipped cream or something if you want, but I usually don't because I don't like that much sweetener. It's really good. Also, it's good to go panda, thank you for the super. Just wanted to compliment you on your big hat, thank you. Wait, can I grab it? My panda. I have to die now. That was too cringe. Any proper cook, you just add stuff till you hear your ancestors cry. That's me. I make up shit. I make everyone cry. All this time you thought PA stood for Playasia, but it's pumpkin advocacy. How did you know? You finally figured it out. Anyway, yeah, make your own pumpkin spice lattes. It's so much better. Pumpkin cheesecake brownies. Oh, I don't like cheesecake, but this does make me remember. You can substitute some of the liquid ingredients in some brownie recipes for pumpkin. I think I one time substituted egg for it. It was a little bit weird, but it was still good. I can't have brownies anymore, really, because I'm gonna cheat. I'd probably rather cheat with something else. But I didn't hate them. I didn't love them. Kind of in the middle. I liked them better when they had avocado in them. But I like them with pumpkin as well. My recommendation wouldn't be to make a dual layered like this unless presentation is really important to you. I recommend just mixing the pumpkin puree straight up into the brownie. Because then you'll have like a chocolate tasting like pumpkin cake thing and it'll just be really good. Pumpkin carbonara, see, look. More tomato sauce replacing. Ooh, I kind of want to try making this with soba, actually. Because instead of tomato, they used a mix of pumpkin and bacon. That looks really good. If I could do that with like soba, so I don't have the egginess in the pasta. Maybe soba and bean sprouts to get more vegetables. At that point, it's just straight up stir fry. At least I'll be happy. They wanted it to look fancy over flavor. Yeah, probably. Interesting. So noodles with pumpkin and bacon. I haven't really considered. Although I mean, I guess that makes sense. I was about to say I don't really know if bacon would go good with pumpkin, but I put bacon on my pizza, so it'll be really good probably. It would taste similar. Pumpkin cornbread. Wait, this is so big brain. This is so big brain. Imagine that like gritty texture of cornbread. Now imagine making it extra moist by adding in some pumpkin. I want to make this. And this one would go really, really, really good with pumpkin butter on top too, because cornbread with butter when it's fresh and hot out of the oven. I gotta try making pumpkin cornbread. I like the new cornbread. I can see that kind of being good. I don't know if I'd add pumpkin to that though. Maybe 2 separate times. Starbucks copycat pumpkin cream cold brew. Well, I guess this has instructions if you want to straight up like copy their cold brew. Which actually, one tip that I've learned, if you're making like sweet drinks, if you're making a hot drink, you don't need as much sweetener. If you're making a cold drink, you're gonna need to make it extra sweet if you want it to taste the same level of sweetness. I don't know why, but especially with like iced matcha drinks or whatever, I find they always taste sweeter when they're hot. If it's cold, you end up needing a bit more flavor to make up for it, I find. I've actually never had savory cornbread. I think I've only had sweet cornbread. I've never bought cornbread either. I've only made it homemade. I've only had like neutral or sweet. I didn't know savory was even a thing. The heat helps it incorporate more? I don't know. Maybe. Or maybe just the cold takes away from our taste buds a little bit. I wonder if that's it. Because hot food always tastes better, doesn't it? So Ruby, thank you for the follow. I find hot food always tastes so much more flavorful. Cold dulls how sweet something is. I wonder if it dulls our taste buds in general. Because food always tastes better when it's hot. Try having room temp ice cream and it's sickening. Thank you for the same for Alan do it. I can imagine. Ice cream when it's like room temperature would probably just be so sweet we wouldn't even be able to. He releases flavor from the food. Interesting, I'm learning. I'm sciencing today. I might have to delay the member stream very slightly. Just because I was planning on ending in around 8 minutes, but I want to keep going for a little bit. So we'll see. Hello there, Master, thank you! Hello, Obake. Pumpkin curry, again, this is just a different example of it. Theirs has a lot more vegetables, a little less curry. The thing that I like about curry is that it's so versatile. You can kind of use it for anything you want. Oh, a vegetable that I highly recommend to put in curry that has pumpkin is cauliflower. The two go really good together in my opinion. I really, really like cauliflower and pumpkin in curry. I think it's because cauliflower absorbs flavors really well and it kind of has more of a neutral taste. So it kind of works to help balance the palate a little. Need hamburgers on the list. Okay, but burgers. I've made pumpkin burgers. Black bean burgers. Meat ones, I don't really know how it would work. But if you like vegan burgers, if you make one with like black bean and sweet potato, you can make black bean and pumpkin. And it'd be really good, I can imagine. I made one once, but I don't remember what I did. Yeah, cauliflower is really good with a lot of things. I can't remember if it said hi, so just in case. Hi, Nolan. Hi, Fiddle Duck. My design has peaked. You like my fancy hat. But yeah, curry is really versatile. And it especially is good with pumpkin. Oh, another good thing about pumpkin curry. If you struggle with curry, if you find it a little too spicy, like even the mild flavors, The good thing is that pumpkin helps make it a little more mild. So if you know someone who's really bad with spices, pumpkin might make it easier for them to eat.
Oh yeah, baby, get that money.
Pumpkin tomato soup and grilled cheese sticks. This is a nightmare. I can't even look at it. It's like everything I hate in one meal. A big reason is our digestive systems and enzymes. Cold foods usually yucky unless it's made to be cold. That's true. It's because we're used to it, maybe. Creamy pumpkin and parmesan chicken skillet. Oh, without the parmesan, this would be pretty good. Maybe probably I would use like rice noodles or something. But basically it's just using it as kind of like how you would use a tomato sauce. Just putting it on the chicken. You could probably even make butter chicken. Butter chicken, but put some pumpkin into it. Yo! It does look tasty though. I think without the cheese and if the noodles were rice noodles, I would like this. Falafel, I think that would go pretty good with pumpkin. It might be very different. I don't know if it would taste like falafel anymore, but I love that shit. That'll be good. Oh, empanadas. If this time we get to see the filling of it. This looks really fucking good. Really fucking good. Spicy pumpkin filling. I think I want to make pumpkin empanadas. I want to try it. But I don't want it to just be pumpkin. I'm gonna make my own recipe. I might get a recipe for like the doughy part. But I want to make ground turkey and pumpkin filled empanadas. Because I just keep looking at them and I think that like you know the consistency of like the meat and egg rolls? Like ground turkey, but with that consistency mixed with pumpkin. I think it would be really good in these. Pierogies, I've seen those before with pumpkin. I haven't today, oddly enough, but I've seen that before. Pumpkin juice. You know that you can eat it. Did you know that you can also straight up drink it? You just, I know it's a thing that you can actually buy. You can buy pumpkin juice, but you can also make it if you have like a juicer. Or, what I personally think would taste a little better is if you kind of made pumpkin juice, but like you spiced it and added a bit of sweetener. I don't know if you're supposed to or if it's straight up pumpkin juice. Probably like carrot juice. This is straight up pumpkin juice. But I feel like if you cooked the liquid for a while with a bit of sweetener and spice, and like straight up pumpkin juice, but cook it a bit, it would taste better than raw, I think. Because raw pumpkin has a very distinct flavor, except for the green ones. The green flat ones, for some reason, taste like honeydew melon if you eat them when they're raw. Also, random channel, thank you for subscribing. I like to nom on them raw sometimes when I'm cooking. They just taste like honeydew. Pumpkin kebab? It'd be really hard to pull off. That would probably work better with the carving pumpkins, actually, because with those ones, they tend to be a little more sturdy. So you might be able to put that and barbecue it. Pumpkin vodka sauce. That sounds really bad to me. But if you have some extra vodka, and for some reason, you drink too much of that vodka and think it's a good decision to put vodka and pumpkin on your pasta, yeah. I gotta say, that doesn't sound like it for me. No. Oh, the chicken. Vodka sauce is a thing. It sounds nasty. Would it taste sour? I don't know. I don't even know if I should say that. I don't drink. But I did once. Just once. Only once. Because I was curious. I didn't hate it, I just don't care for it. And then there's other reasons why, like I have very personal reasons I don't. But one time, only once, I was like, fine, I'll do it. Nothing bad happened, I just don't understand. The only time I did it was vodka. It was apple spice vodka, and I didn't get it. I was like, I don't understand why people spend money on this. I could have bought extra sweet potato fries. Instead, I just suffered. Hello, Chino and Wapaha. Pumpkin tacos might be kind of interesting. I'm not a big taco person, but... Hello, Dunzy. The cooking burns off the alcohol, but wouldn't it still taste kind of sour? Like, sometimes if I use sake in soup, it still has, like, a really hint of that, like, sake taste. So wouldn't it still taste like vodka? Although I like beer-battered fish and chips, so maybe it's similar. maybe it's similar. I had the worst possible first drink. I mean, true. First and last, though. I have personal reasons. I got into it once, so I'm not gonna get into it again. I don't plan on actually like drinking alcohol like as a thing like ever really. I got it out of my system once just because I was curious. It was good enough. That was good enough for me. Some of the flavor compounds in tomatoes are alcohol soluble, so you use a small amount of vodka to release those flavors. Oh! I wonder if it works the same with pumpkin then. Maybe I will have to try that. That's true. I also get tipsy off of caffeine, so like I don't even need alcohol. Caffeine doesn't make me do dangerous things, doesn't give me hangovers, doesn't cause addiction because I can hold back. So I am good with my caffeine substitute. Hello, Metal Chaos. Pumpkin taffy would be good if that's... Wait, it is possible! I bought it once! Taffy that had a little bit of pumpkin in it. It was really fucking good. It was really good. It's one of the richest desserts I've ever tasted. Hello, Purple Guy and Outsider. Yeah, I don't mind alcohol in cooking. I just have a lot of reasons I won't drink it, but in cooking, it can be really good. I'm a very big advocate for adding it to almost everything I make, actually. I haven't in about a week or so, other than a tiny bit of medium in my pizza today. I'm trying to cut out, just in case it's making my reflux worse. I have to cut almost everything. Pumpkin seed, that was next! Pumpkin seed toffee! I guess toffee is different than taffy. I had toffee. Toffee bark is really yummy. I can see pumpkin being quite good in that. I don't know if I'd add chocolate to it personally. I kind of think taffy, I prefer taffy to not have chocolate. I like it to be its own thing. I feel like, oh, bourbon wings. That reminds me, whenever I make chicken nuggies, my homemade ones, I'll soak them in wine. Before I add the flavoring and stuff, I'll just soak the chicken in alcohol. I feel like taffy bark, pumpkin can be really good in it. It gives it a bit more of like a nutty flavor. And then you can add the seeds in it too. Pumpkin ravioli. This one looks very different though, but I mean same thing. Brown butter pumpkin blondies. So it took me a long time to realize that blondies were basically brownies, but made of like different beans, kind of, but not really. It's like white bean cakes, kind of. If you put pumpkin in them, it'd be kind of like all the other breads, kind of like similar to brownies. Just make it extra moist and have a little bit more of like a nutty pumpkin taste. Yeah, taffy's really similar to peanut brittle. Peanut brittle would be good with pumpkin too. What if you make gingerbread bread with pumpkin? You can. Just add it into the gingerbread. That's good. Pumpkin gingerbread's amazing. Panera autumn squash soup. Oh. This looks really good. I don't know what the Panera is, but this looks amazing. I want to try putting pumpkin seeds on my soup next time. I've never tried that actually. This one, their copycat uses butternut squash and pumpkin. Panera's a restaurant. Oh, Panera bread! I think I've heard of it and I've never been there. Okay. Anyway, you can you can make it yourself if you don't want to spend money. And pumpkin bread again, which this time you can kind of see it's very porous bread. That's why it's really good with almond flour. Brownie bottom pumpkin cheesecake. This is very similar to what we saw before, except the bottom of it is chocolate instead. Pumpkin risotto again for a third time, but this time with sage and nutmeg. Whoa! Pumpkin crisp. It's like apple crisp, but with pumpkin. I have done things like that. It's really good. You can honestly make it just with pumpkin puree and like an apple crisp mix. Just put the pumpkin and, well, it's a little more complicated. I might use a recipe to make it really good. Unless you want to eyeball it and wing some stuff that I don't feel like explaining right now. Oh, air fryer pumpkin biscuits. What is the purpose of pumpkins during Halloween? I believe they used to be squash, right? Hold on, let me look it up in another tab. The history of jack-o'-lanterns. I believe they used to be squash. Pumpkins are just really big squash. Jack-o'-lanterns. So in Ireland, people started to carve demonic faces out of turnips. Turnips to frighten away Jack's wandering soul. When Irish immigrants moved to the US, they began carving jack-o'-lanterns from pumpkins, as these were native to the region. So it started in Ireland as turnips, but then I guess turnips weren't as common in North America. So immigrants started using pumpkins, and that's where it came from. Also, APX, damn it! Give me one sec. For anyone else who just came in, welcome, welcome, welcome! We are looking at some lovely ways to eat pumpkin. And chat is finally understanding why pumpkins are life. Why pumpkins are love. Pumpkins are life. I'm gonna pull up one of your shorts really quick. Loud. One of your shorts really quickly. Oh shit, I had double audio the whole time. Just for anyone who might not be familiar with your channel, thank you so much for thinking of me for the read. Hold on. Where is it? Oh yeah, I was having trouble capturing it earlier. I hope it's working now. Okay. Good luck, have fun, thank you! Okay. I got a short, okay. I got a short. Let's go. I saw your channel, you do a lot of
shimmy up.
I'm so
This
bad
is
at
Waffle
Apex.
Grabs, and he is.
Press your key.
All the panic.
Right.
Me every time I see Apex, I don't even know what's going on. I'm just panicking, remembering Apex.
Hold it.
Nice.
I forgot.
Did you do it? Did you do it?
Shimmy.
Nice.
Wait, what?
Is it upside down? What?
Wait.
Why is it upside down? What? What the fuck? Don't worry about it.
I'm getting up. Wait, this is two different things. Two different things.
It's another thing.
And they're being
The
attacked by
absolute
another
chaos in this clip is me whenever I see Apex.
Gentlemen, if you're wondering what is Apex Legends, this is Apex Legends.
Chaos! Apex Legends is chaos!
Six party.
So if you guys like Apex streams, maybe consider heading over. Alright, now we have music playing once. Apex can be something other than chaos? I don't think so, it's a rumor. Okay, so, pumpkin biscuits. It's basically tea biscuits. But you make them instead of just with buttermilk, you use a little bit of pumpkin as well. And now I keep them a bit more moist too, so that when you put them in the air fryer, they wouldn't get too dry. The amount of honey on these is making me want to vomit. I'd probably eat them straight up without anything inside. But yeah, pumpkin like tea biscuit type things. And these ones are air fryer, so it's really easy. Don't even have to use a full oven. I'll see you, Astro. Time to put your air fryer to use once more. I love using them, they're so easy. Pumpkin cream cheese muffins. That's basically my evil cupcake I was talking about, where people keep bamboozling me and putting cream cheese on cupcakes, which is just an abomination. Cheesy pumpkin lasagna. Just don't add the cheese. Easy. Pumpkin. Oh, baby. custard for the first time not that long ago. And I really liked it. So it's almost like the filling in pumpkin pie, but without the rest of the pie. And syrup, bourbon, and citrus zest. I can see bourbon, like, for cooking being really good. Being really good in custard. I want to make this. I want to make this. Pumpkin custard is going on my list of things I need to try. Pumpkin sage nochi. Even more nochi. God fucking damn it. Pumpkin cheesecake cookies. That is ruining perfectly good cookies. That is putting absolute nasty shit inside of cookies. You don't need to do that. Surprised I like custard. I mean, the place, I know some places put cheese on it. Mine didn't, luckily. Or in it, I don't know. I asked them what was in it, and I was okay with all the ingredients. I know a lot of people don't like custard, but I was surprised. I liked it. It kind of is similar to egg coffee in taste, actually. Egg coffee is almost like a black shot of coffee with like custard on top, but like slightly less solid. Kind of same with egg. Yeah, I like eggs. I don't like egg in pasta, but I like eggs in everything else, basically. No bake pumpkin cheesecake. So basically, that's just more hell. Pumpkin cheesecake roll. You could have done anything other than cheesecake, but they used cream cheese. You know, you can also make this and use a little thing called icing. And then you're not ruining all your other ingredients, but... Pumpkin eggnog. Honestly, if you blend a little bit of pumpkin puree into some eggnog, that might not be so bad. If you heat it up for a bit and drink it hot so that the pumpkin puree is cooked a little to taste a little better. Because I think the spices would go quite well together. Pumpkin bacon mac and cheese? Why are all the recipes getting so bad? I'm supposed to be motivating you guys to eat pumpkin. This is atrocious. This is atrocious. Why would you eat mac and cheese in the first place, let alone put pumpkin in it? God damn it. Why would you do this? I mean, I guess it'd be easy to put some pumpkin and melt it in, but like, ew. This looks so fucking nasty. Coconut pumpkin soup. That's a good combination. I always put coconut milk in when I make pumpkin soup. It's always really good. This one has a lot of seeds on top. Their soup looks kind of bad though, compared to some of the other ones. Like, this is so thick. There's like a big sludge right here. This one looks like I'd pull it out of the sewer. Pumpkin sticky bun. What's a sticky bun? This looks really good. It looks like a cinnamon roll that's falling apart with like caramel and like chopped peanuts or something. Chopped pecans, I guess. So a sticky bun is like, it says caramel sauce. Is a sticky bun like, is it the same thing as a cinnamon roll? Imagine putting with the super chain soup for mac and cheese. Let's go. At least you'll eat pumpkin. I'll deal with it. So is it a cinnamon roll with caramel? Because that's what it kind of looks like. Instead of icing in the middle, it's caramel. Like a cinnamon roll, but caramel. I think that looks really good. I feel like I'd have one bite of it though, and then just pass it to someone else and be like, okay, I don't want any more. I don't have a big sweet stamina. Like, I'll crave really sweet things, but then I'll have like 2 bites and I'm like, I'm done. I just crave those 2 bites. Roasted pumpkin seeds. This is the standard. This is one that I think everyone should eat, even if you just carve your pumpkin. Honey Bunny, thank you for subscribing. Even if you don't want to eat your pumpkin, for some reason you have terrible taste and decide, I'm not eating my pumpkin. At least eat your pumpkin seeds. It's so easy. You just get them out when you carve the pumpkin. You clean them. You cover them in oil and or salt and spices, but at least oil. You bake them. Done. You can really flavor them like anything. I usually like them just salted personally. I don't want to put anything else on them, just olive oil and salt. But you can do anything. They suggest ranch, which sounds like blasphemy, but you do you, I guess. Pumpkin pie again. These are edible? Yeah. You should cook them though. I don't know if they're good raw. Pumpkin chocolate chip bread. It's pumpkin bread, except it's different. Because you add chocolate chips. Pumpkin Alfredo. I would really not like Alfredo, I think. But I mean, more pasta ideas, I guess. Pumpkin pecan pie. Sheer amount of pecans on this makes it look very different. I think this looks really good. I would want to try this one. I think sweet potato pecan pie would still be more better, but this still looks really good. I never thought of putting this many pecans on a pie. Cool. Oh, baby! Wow! It's not custard. And it's not crust, it's the filling, it's actual pie, but without the pie part. Imagine, you just take a pie pan and fill it with whipped cream. That's what I imagine this is like. If you keep it in the fridge long enough, I can see that maybe it gets solid enough depending on your ingredients. It looks like it's just a chilled one. Yeah, pie-less pie? I mean... Okay, I guess if you can't afford pie crust, at least you can do this. Pumpkin pudding! I have made pumpkin pudding. I could vouch it's really good. Mine was made from avocado instead of proper pudding. But that's fine. Basically, the best way to flavor it is like the ice cream. You want to put a little bit of coffee. Caramel would also be good. And whipped cream on it, I think, would help. Hopefully, it's like they're using. It tastes very similar to pumpkin pie, but it's just in pudding form. Pumpkin chocolate chip cookies. These are similar to the ones I made, except mine were without chocolate chips. Like, you're very standard, like, moist cookie, if that makes sense. Like, not the kind that you use cookie cutters with. You don't want to use cookie cutter with pumpkin cookies. That's how we got Graha looking like old Graha. It's more the kind that you just make a blob and you put it in the oven and then you get a bunch of blobs. Blobby cookies are the kind that you want to make with pumpkin. And chocolate chip would go really well. Same with nuts inside of it. Raisins, I'm not so sure. I like raisins in cookies, but I'm still not so sure in this case. Yeah, tasty blobs. See, that's the word, spoon drop cookies. Basically, you just kind of fill up like a big tablespoon or two and just dump them. Another cheesecake. Why are they repeating so many recipes in this list? Pumpkin zucchini bread, there you go. If sneaking pumpkins into bread isn't enough, then you need to get someone to eat even more veggies, just trick them into eating even more veggies. You can go a step beyond. And you can add zucchini. For extra veggie goodness. The zucchini adds even more moisture. It says subtle sweet flavor, but that's a fucking lie. Zucchini's not sweet and we all know it. But the pumpkin has a slight sweet hint, so this will be good. More cinnamon rolls. Chiffon pie. What is chiffon pie? Is that just pumpkin pie, but you add on whipped cream along the corner? Oh, baby, reading the description. The filling is made by folding meringue. So it's like a mix of pumpkin pie filling and meringue, and then you bake it. Oh, I love meringue. I would like this. It does look really light. And because I have trouble with sweets too, I tend to prefer ones that are light rather than ones that are really rich. So this looks like it's right up my alley in terms of sweets. Mm-hmm. It wouldn't be too sweet for me, probably. Nice. Pumpkin bud cake. I have a pan to make these, but I've never tried it. It looks like they have like a cinnamon icing glaze. It's like the cinnamon roll type icing, but on top instead. They put salt in their glaze though. I mean, I guess you have. I guess you have sea salt flavored like desserts and stuff, so I guess it makes sense. Salted caramel is really good, so it's probably around the same lines. I'm kind of curious about this one. The salt again might make it a little bit better for me. Pumpkin spice cupcakes, as if we didn't have enough of these show up already. Sea salt ice, that's what I was trying not to say. Hello, Gamers Gatsby. Yeah, the frosting fear is back. These look like the ones I made for the Final Fantasy ones, kind of. If you ever use my pan, make sure to grease and flour the heck out of it. Oh, good to know. I don't usually use cooking spray, but I might have to for that. So these are basically like the whoopie pies, I think, but like no, these are more like sugar cookie almost. Oh, cream cheese frosting. They ruined it. They ruined it. That's okay. Just don't use the filling. Pumpkin spice pancakes. Oh, this stack looks better than the other one. I think it's the pecans. They just make it look extra appetizing. Pumpkin pie. Oh, highly recommend. Highly, highly recommend. Pumpkins. I don't think this is exactly it, but this reminded me of it. Hi, talking to Kelly. One really good thing to make, but you want to find a recipe because it's a little hard to make. Also, Papa, thank you for following. Pumpkin spice fudge. Pumpkin spice fudge. Hear me out. Hear me out. If you like fudge, the like really sweet, like little crunchy. I only eat like less than an inch of fudge at a time, but pumpkin spice fudge. It's really good. You know if you like fudge or not. I used to live near a place where there was a lot of like gourmet fudge flavors, and pumpkin spice was one of my favorite ones that they had. It works really well with the fudgy texture, and more fudge is usually very sweet too. It's almost like a slightly more mild fudge. It's very rich though, so be prepared to share it with a lot of people. Or, I don't know, die, I guess. Eat it all and then throw up. Because you'll probably be like, this is nasty. After the first, like, 2 bites. It's good, but like, fudge, you have to eat in moderation. Like, it's really expensive, but they'll sell it in really small amounts for high prices. Yeah, it's really rich. It's really rich. Don't overdo it. No matter how good it is, don't overdo it with fudge. You will regret. I'm gonna try to find an image of it, because I saw a few people in chat say they haven't heard of it, which is blasphemy, but... Let me see if I can find an image. This one's cute. This is more along the lines of what I do with it, though. The one I used to have. Hold on. Yeah, it's almost like a dry peanut butter, but like in a brick form. In terms of richness, that's a good way to put it. Here. This is kind of what it's like. It's like a really like fatty, sweet little square where if you take tiny bites of it, it kind of melts in your mouth. It's really strong flavored and really sweet usually. Pumpkin spice flavor, especially if you put nuts in it, is really good. Cashews are also really good. But yeah, you definitely want to cut it really small. Like really small. Like smaller than an ice cube. Otherwise you will regret it. But it's great if you need to make something for a party, because then you can just bring like a little bit of it and everyone can share it. Pumpkin pie pudding shot. Okay. It says to Mix it with vodka, and yeah, I guess you can have pumpkin pie pudding shots. We also have a recipe for fireball pumpkin pie if you want to make pumpkin pie to get absolutely blasted off of. I didn't see any fish dishes. I'm gonna find some. I've definitely had it with salmon before. And I promised, based on chat, that I would pull up at least one. I found a recipe if you want to look up this one. Spicy bourbon pumpkin smash cocktail. So and this has actual pumpkin puree in it. I looked up the recipe. You can make fancy drinks with it as well. And it has some anise and some cinnamon. There you go. I told you I got one recipe for cocktails. So you can look up this one and give it a try. Also, hold on. I want to see if I can find something with fish now. Yeah, pumpkin. Actually, you can mix pumpkin puree with mashed potatoes. That's a really easy one. That's really good for Thanksgiving too. If you want to mix a little bit, you can eat. It's like basically the same as mashed squash. I actually don't like mashed squash though. The irony. Oh, wait. I know one. Pumpkin fish cakes. Instead of mashed potatoes, I used pumpkin, and I made it with salmon. That's what I made. I'll find an image on Google. This isn't mine, of course. I'll try to take a picture next time I make them, though. Okay. If you want to know a good way to cook it with fish, something like this. You make little patties with, like, pureed pumpkin. You can add a little bit of potato if the texture is just not good with your pumpkin and you need it to be better. And then you kind of either chop up or kind of just, like, not mash into liquid, but, like, flake up, I guess, a bunch of, like, fresh salmon. And you just pan fry them on both sides until you have these, like, little patties that are basically pumpkin or potato or both, and then salmon. And then you flavor it with whatever spices and stuff you want, of course. This is really good. I made too many once, and I made myself actually throw up. It was not fun. I just couldn't stop eating them. And then I had so much regret. Also, one of my favorite recipes that I can't believe wasn't in anything that we looked at so far, but I'm gonna pull it up because it's one of my favorite ways to eat kabocha. Pumpkin karaage! You can make it with any type of pumpkin. Essentially, it's similar. You just replace some of the mashed potatoes with some pumpkin, and you put like panko on the outside and you fry it. If you've ever had karaage before, it's just extra good and a little sweeter. Sometimes people put like carrots or peas or corn or even like shredded chicken and stuff in it too, but you really can also just have it plain. It's really, really good. I'm probably gonna end stream soon so I don't have to delay the member stream by too long. But while we're here, does anyone else have any other pumpkin ideas they want me to look up real quick just to see? I'm trying to think of anything else that I might have made up that wasn't on any of the things. You know what? I'm gonna look up one thing, because for some reason there's two very obvious ones that nothing mentioned at all. And it's kind of blasphemy, because they're really easy. They're like two of the easiest ways to cook it. Pumpkin yogurt? You can do that. You can mix them with plain yogurt that's unflavored, and then you can have pumpkin flavored. Okay. This one is probably one of the ones that I think a lot of people are familiar with. Pumpkin fries. This works better. It doesn't work as good with the flat pumpkins where they're a little more creamy and buttery. Unless you can deep fry them actually. Air frying them, they'll go kind of mushy, or baking them, they'll go kind of mushy. But with the kind that you carve, they're a little more firm. So you can actually make fries with them. Just like cutting up potatoes. You can make fries out of the big carving pumpkins. That's what I usually do with my jack-o'-lanterns. I'll wash them really well in case any bugs or anything got in on Halloween. And then I will make fries with the rest of it. So jack-o'-lantern ones are really good for pumpkin fries. We'll make a dipping sauce for pumpkin fries. I don't use a dipping sauce now, but when I used to use it, I used to use straight up maple syrup. I would just straight up with the dip any fries, not just pumpkin fries. I would just straight up dip any fries in maple syrup. So I don't think I should be the one to determine what you dip them in, unfortunately. There was another one that I felt was really obvious, and I forgot what it is. Oh! There's a few. Hold on. This is remember when I said I like to cut... Oh, this looks so good. Remember when I said I like to cut my pumpkin into wedges? Straight up bake the wedges. Cover them in olive oil and like some rosemary or some salt. Straight up, like legit, straight up bake the wedges. Just bake an entire wedge whole. It's so easy and low effort, especially if you get one of the really big pumpkins, because one wedge is almost an entire meal. You just add some meat or something on the side and you are good to go. You don't even have to cut the skin off because you just eat it and you don't eat the skin. That's probably my lazy day way to eat them because it's really easy and simple. But if you want to get a little more fancy with it, there is a lot of people making stuff out of pumpkin. It's something I didn't even know until a few years ago, and then I started learning more about it myself. And now I'm really passionate about teaching people to eat their fucking pumpkins. This is one of my favorite ways to eat it, just because it's the best mix between still easy, but also doesn't take a lot of effort. Basically, you just cut it into like a bunch of wedges, like potato wedges. But pumpkin, they're really good with black pepper and salt. You can also deep fry them in the air fryer like this if you like brush on a bit of oil and soy sauce or something. You can air fry them, you can bake them, you can fry them. These can be cooked any way that you do cooking. You just cut it in wedges. This is actually how I store my pumpkins. When it's too big to fit in the fridge, I'll take like as many wedges as I need to make space. And yeah, it is basically my picture, but then I put other stuff in it too. And then you can kind of store them. You can store them in the chunks, like before you cook them. And then you just wash the chunks when you're ready to use it. And you can flavor them however you like. It's very versatile. You can have them be sweet or savory or anything, really. And then, of course, I know I showed soup, but what I like to do for stuffed pumpkins, a lot of people will use like, a lot of people use rice, but I like to use like ground meat and coconut milk to make like a curry type filling. Since I can't really use that anymore, what I've been using recently is a mix of... I haven't actually been using ground meat. I think it'd be good with ground meat added though, but I was making it for a family who is vegan at the time. So I used squash and some pecans and some beets and something else. Cabbage, I think. Napa. Stuffed pumpkin is really good. There's lots of different ways you can make it. Kind of, basically, you're only limited by your imagination for like any type of food, really. So I get really inspired by things that are so versatile like this. I feel like there's one more thing I wanted to show, but I can't remember. It was funny. It was funny. I want to find it. Okay, I think I found one thing. Wait, this one's not good enough. I need more cursed. Okay, it's not pumpkin. I remembered wrong. It's not pumpkin. But it's still fucking cursed. Have you guys heard of turduckens? Have you guys heard of turduckens? I found a vegan version that's like awful. let me pull up the real one first for people who don't know what it is. Yes, I see that. No. Doesn't matter. You don't want to see it, turducken. Ugh. I'm gonna try to find a picture that's not quite so nasty. Some of these make me want to throw up. Okay, I found one that's not as gross. Okay, so essentially, a turducken is a chicken stuffed inside of a duck stuffed inside of a turkey. You just have 3 birds stuffed together, and then for some reason you serve it as this absolute monstrosity of a food, when instead you could just eat them separately like a normal person. Anyway, that's awful looking. But you know what's even worse? I found a vegan version that just looks so fucking cursed. Chat, would you eat this? Chat! What is this? I can't. It's a butternut squash filled with stuffing, filled with a zucchini, filled with stuffing, filled with a carrot. I just... Listen, if you want a vegan roast, I made my mom a vegan roast recently. If you want a vegan roast, hold on. Let me find you a proper vegan roast. Not any of those, like, tofurkey shit or what this is. No. You want a proper vegan roast? Let me find a good image. This is the one I made, I think. That's pretty good. Hold on, I gotta find a good picture of it. This is the only acceptable vegan roast type thing. It's made out of tofu skin. So it's basically rolls of frozen tofu skin, and inside is like a mix of like shiitake mushrooms and cabbage and carrots and a bunch of different stuff. This is actually good. But stuffing a carrot and a zucchini and a squash, like... Why? It is actually kind of similar to egg rolls, but not quite. The outside is tofu skin. Which is a really good byproduct of soybeans that I've been absolutely in love with and can't stop eating. Usually it's known as vegetarian or vegan duck. It's a food that like monks and stuff eat. And it's really good. Actually, highly recommend tasting it. It's really delicious. I think that's it then. Wait. Out of curiosity, I want to search one thing. This is so cute. This is so cute. Pumpkin bow! Pumpkin bow! Look at this! This is so cute! They look like pumpkins! I was curious. I was like, is pumpkin dim sum a thing? There's pumpkin bow! This is very adorable. I would eat 10 of these. I don't know if we got to 99 or not, but I have more ideas cooking, so give me a minute. Whoa. Okay, this one looks amazing. Not that I could eat this, but it's oh my god, it's big. It's spicy Korean pork and pumpkin dumplings. That looks quite good. Now I'm just looking at my own stuff because I gave up on the recipes. The lists were just bullshit. No, I searched pumpkin soup dumplings. This has not been invented. I don't think it's possible, actually. I was gonna recommend pumpkin cabbage rolls, but I looked it up and it looks nasty, so never mind. Oh, another way I like to eat it that I forgot about. This works really good for if you have a slow cooker. I can't believe I didn't think of this one. I know a lot of you guys are meat eaters in chat, so I think you would like this one. It's one of my favorite ways to eat it, but with chicken. But I mean, beef still works. Hold on. This is one of the easiest ways to cook it. Just stew. A straight up stew. Like, pumpkin chunks and stew. It's amazing. Like, imagine it with like beef brisket or something. I usually make chicken stew or turkey stew. But I'm sure you could make it with like beef brisket or like shredded pork or like anything really. It works really well in meals like that where you just want big chunks of it. Can't believe I forgot about that. Okay. I think I should go so I can set up for my member stream. I already have to delay it by like 30 minutes at this point and I feel bad. Anyway, stretch it again. I'm tired. I'm sorry I spent the first, I'm just gonna keep my arm up, it's kind of comfy. I'm sorry I spent the entire first hour eating pizza. So we went through recipes a little less than anticipated. But, I hope I inspired you guys to try eating even one pumpkin-related thing this year. Oh my god, what's happening with my arm? Let's just put it on my hip. Maybe it'll stop doing whatever it's doing. I hope I... Yeah! Oh god, I don't... I hope I inspired you guys to try at least one way to eat pumpkin. That I did my job. I get you guys to try at least one way to eat it. Making pumpkin spice syrup right now. Oh, nice. Yeah. I had fun talking about lots of different food. So I hope that you had a good time as well. I'm gonna be doing a member stream for Pamployee and Pamployee Plus tier members. We're gonna be working on something and then playing some games. You didn't hear that. And then playing some games. I've been wanting to do this stream for quite a while, so I'm happy that I finally had a chance to do it. Let's see if we can raid. Hold on. And what did you guys think of my hand tracking test? I know it's a little scuffed, but it's fun! I like being able to move a bit more and do some stuff that I can't usually do. This is without full body tracking too. All I have is my iPad. It's not the best, but it's not the worst considering. Considering I've seen worse with like actual trackers. Mocha Pea. Although I have read some things that fix Mocha Pea, so I'm tempted to give it a chance after all. I just wanted to play with the spooky lighting. Okay, let's see. I'll add credits probably later tonight after my member stream. I'll add credits for the outfit. It was from Booth, just in case anyone wants to find it. Okay. I will, You live in the haunted house, right? It's the same haunted house in my short. You guys ate me, do you remember? You remember? I remember? I was How do I do this? I was food. Let's see. Bum bum bum. Blah! I am the food. I am the food. Oh god, I have pumpkins on me. No! No! I said eat other pumpkins! Not me! Not me! Not me! Guys, no! No. You eat pumpkin. No! Okay, I gotta find someone to raid. Hold on. Let's see. Don't forget, if you're a member, come back for the member stream. Who can we raid in the meantime? Let me find someone. I don't think anyone's doing cooking related. What the fuck is Leah doing? Leah's stream is just called Brother X Sister ? Exclamation point. Leah? Leah? Leah, what are you doing? Let's see. Oh, right, that game. What game is she playing? That's an RPG Maker visual novel. Sounds like a horror. Maybe I should send you guys. Maybe I should send you guys. Do you guys want to go see Leah's incest stream? You guys want to see Leah's incest stream? What the fuck? We went over 100 today? That many of you guys were interested in my pizza? Wow, I'm so honored. You guys are just being tsundere when you say you don't like my pizza. I didn't know you were so interested. Wow. Alright, I'm gonna send you guys to Leah. Okay. The screenshot is rather interesting. It says, blow it out your ass. I'm not having this argument here of all places. Wow. Okay, we're sending you to Leah. We're sending you to Leah. Let me read her stream rules real quick. Please, let's get along well. Be nice to other viewers and me. Friendly banter is always encouraged, but please be mindful. If you see spam or trolling, don't respond. Block, report, and just ignore those comments. Please don't talk about other streamers unless I bring them up. Please don't bring unrelated topics or politics to the stream. Please don't talk about me on other streamers without their permission. Please respect my mods at all times. They're working very hard. Please no backseating or spoilers in the chat. Please enjoy chatting before stream as long as it's related to Rinko Ashelia. And have fun. Alright, I'm gonna send you guys over to Leah. Have fun with the incest ?